The kids bringing us in with the national anthem this evening as we are ready for what should be quite a pressure cooker tonight for the Icemen hosting the Fort Wayne Komets. As I bring in my broadcast partner, Alex Reed. Of course, I'm Arlie Johnson with you. And Reader, last night, I'll tell you what, the end of it couldn't have left a more dramatic pause for what we may or may not see at the start of tonight's game, or maybe as these minutes move along.
Yeah, without question. Obviously, two big hits. One delivered by Fort Wayne in the overtime session on Luke Shiplow, and then, of course, towards the end of the overtime there, a big hit delivered by Dejan Mingo on Brady Shaw, which the league deemed today a clean hit. It was an unfortunate one because Shaw is going to miss some time, but certainly kind of created some bad blood there. Both teams knew they still had to take care of business in overtime, knowing they were going to play here tonight. And I had a chance to be on the bench during the warm-ups. There's a lot of bad blood down there. I mean, there was a big huddle at center ice, lots of words being exchanged. And you never know how these things are going to play out. Sometimes they just get it out of their system in the warm-up, or we could be for a very physical affair here today ahead. We'll see how it plays out. But definitely bad blood, at least in the early going before this puck's even dropped.
Oh, no doubt about it. I don't recall the last time I have seen a gathering like I just did between two teams in pregame skate. Nobody crossed over the red line.
No.
But pretty much every skater on each team was right at the red line, all talking to one another. Certainly plenty of unpleasantries being delivered there, and we'll see if it spills over into tonight. I was very curious to see what the starting lineups will be. I was not surprised at Fort Wayne's starting lineup. They definitely have some beef out there as they have a new goaltender, first of all, from last night. Cole Kaler is their goaltender. He's their #1 goalie. On defense, 6'8" Taylor Doherty will start, along with Gabriel Verpass. Both of them decent with the penalty minutes, and up front, Matthew Bowdens, who had the game winner in overtime last night with A.J. Jenks and Anthony Petrozelli. But the Icemen did not counter with who you would have expected. No Clark brothers in the starting lineup, no Ian McKinnon in the starting lineup. Instead, it is Chase Lang, John Albert, and Mike Hedden up front with Kyle Shapiro and Chase Harrison. We are underway. As a sidebar, same official tonight, Alexander Ross, as he was last night, is once again your official tonight. And I know there's plenty of people on both sides who are not terribly thrilled with how that game was officiated last night, and we'll see if it changes at all tonight.
Well, I think he let him play a little bit last night. Then, of course, obviously the big hits there in overtime. And again, it's one of those things. It's tough to make a call in overtime. So he's trying to let him finish it out. And certainly you do got to be careful on some certain things. But, again, he's letting him play. But it is tough to make calls. You don't really want it. No referee wants to put a team down in an extra session, 3-on-3 overtime. But, again, just kind of the hits there kind of set up the bad blood.
Icemen get a shot towards goal off a face-off. It deflects wide of the net. Rebound comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Jacksonville has it. Shapiro will forehand in. He took a bit of a hit in the process. No crazy stuff just yet in the game as the Icemen get a steal at center ice. It is Lang with a drop pass for Albert. Centering feed, tried to get to the stick of Hedden, who got a stick up high. No call there, and the Komets come back in transition. Rister goes well over the crossbar behind the net of Adam Carlson, who gets his second start in as many nights for Jacksonville. The Icemen with it at their own end, trying to move it ahead with the help of Wasey Rabbit. They do get it to the red line, trying to clear in, but it's blocked the blue line by Fort Wayne and cleared in by Alan Lazarchik. Lazarchik, who missed the game last night but was activated from the reserve list tonight, of course, with Brady Shaw going on the injured list. As Carlson has to make a sharp angle stop. Loose puck comes all the way to the blue line, shot towards goal is blocked. Man gets hit from behind, but there's no call there, as it was Dalton Thrower who was knocked down on the play. Komets keep the puck in the zone, however. They still have possession with McKenzie. McKenzie with a centering pass. It goes off the side of the net. Sidlowski loses it to the Icemen. Backhanding it ahead are Jacksonville. Daou works it free to center ice, and the Komets have it from there. 18-18 to go in the first period. Still scoreless. Jacksonville with a loose puck at center ice, and Brendan Warren will toss it in behind the net of Kaler. Kaler leaving it for Gallipo and then for Rimsha, and a penalty coming on Jacksonville. It's going to be on Emerson Clark. There's your penalty, and the linesmen immediately come to Clark. I think they're going to call it a kneeing penalty to Clark, and a very quick power play to the Komets. And you know that Emerson Clark has a target on his back tonight, not just with Fort Wayne, but with the black and white as well.
Yeah, without question. I mean, he's one of the league leaders in penalty minutes, 122 coming in. And, you know, they look for number 13. And so he's got to always, you know, look over his shoulder from that standpoint that, hey, every time he's on the ice, he's being watched, not only by his opponents, but by the officials as well. And sometimes when you're a player that gets involved in such things, you're going to get that magnifying glass here. But an early penalty here. And again, the Icemen did a pretty good job being disciplined last night against a very good Fort Wayne power play. So they're going to have to harness that energy and that motion in here early in this one.
Yeah, they were very good on the penalty kill even when they were shorthanded last night. 3 for 3 on the PK against a team that is ranked number 2 in the entire ECHL on the power play. The Komets at 24.6% with the man advantage. Jacksonville's penalty kill, by the way, all the way up to 12th now in the league at 82.6%. The draw will be to Adam Carlson's right. The Icemen will have Wasey Rabbit and Chase Lang as your penalty killers. Pardon me, Adam Dowda along with Chase Lang. Dejan Mingo and Luke Shiplow are your defenders, and both the defensemen there, Mingo and Shiplow, were the two that were involved in both of the controversial plays in overtime last night. Shiplow receiving a hit and Mingo giving a hit. Icemen win the draw, and they clear it the length of the ice to start off on this shorthanded situation. It's Gallipo trying to move the puck away from Chase Lang, who is right on his hip, and ultimately forcing a bad pass by the Komets. Goes into Jacksonville territory, however, and the net comes off of its moorings. Couple of men spilled on the play. As Bowdens was fighting for that loose puck, it was a bouncing puck. Shiplow also went crashing into the goal post. Now I'm curious to see where this face-off is going to be. Are they going to say that Fort Wayne is the team that forced the net off of its moorings? If so, then the draw will be out to center ice, and that's what they will rule. And that will help out the Icemen a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to bring the face-off outside the zone after a little bit of a discussion here. So that's just fine by Jacksonville as they're down a man here on this penalty kill. And they'll gladly let Fort Wayne take the draw outside the zone. But
go ahead.
I was going to say face-offs are going to be an area of concern here tonight. Fort Wayne's got good face-off winners here. That's something that's kind of been plaguing the Icemen here as of late. They're going to be better on their face-offs tonight.
Fort Wayne does clear into the zone. Trying to tap it out is Thrower. Held in by Bowdens. He'll reverse it to the far side wall for Sidlowski. Phenomenal scorer. Looking for Bowdens. Centering feed at Sidlowski, and he will score. Just like that, it is Sean Sidlowski, the MVP of the ECHL from 2 years ago, collecting a loose puck ultimately. It was a pass not intended for him, but it went off a leg right onto his tape, and he beat Carlson cleanly to the short side post. 1-0 Komets with 17-18 to go in the first.
Yeah, right spot, right time. Again, just a deflection, went right to the backside. Couldn't have been trickled over there any better, and perfectly there for Sidlowski, who really knows where to be. His positioning's excellent. I mean, he's second in the ECHL in power play points now with 20 with that goal. So he's a guy that knows how to produce on the power play, and he's a guy you don't want all alone in the puck there. Unfortunately, the little deflection there, the puck went right to him.
Sure, I'm shocked that it's only his 10th goal of the season. He does have 28 assists to go with it, as the Icemen trailing for the first time in regulation anyway this weekend. Jacksonville tries to get a shot towards net, but it is deflected wide by Verpass. Held in by Daou, moving it into the corner for Brendan Warren. Warren curls to his backhand side. He'll play it around the wall for Daou behind the net. Daou on his backhand, looks to center. He'll play it to the line instead. Mingo with a drive. That goes wide to the far post, comes all the way to the opposite point, where they say that Shiplow did not hold it in. I thought for sure that it stayed in the zone, but linesman Trent Williams will call offside against the Icemen.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a close. Would like to see that one slow down a little bit. Looked as if Shiplow had it. I mean, the puck may have left the white part of the ice, but when it got to the blue line, I don't think it fully came out of the zone. I thought Shiplow had his stick there at the halfway point of that blue line, but at the very least, that's the way it is. It's a face-off outside the zone.
The Clark brothers are out there for Jacksonville along with Adam Dowda. Emerson and Everett. Everett making his return to the lineup after a pretty lengthy absence from injury. The Icemen without Bobby Lynch tonight. Congratulations to him as he was called up to the American Hockey League Manitoba Moose yesterday after the game. As the Icemen get a chance towards goal, it is blocked in front, loose at the top of the paint, and it's finally pulled away by the Komets. Played into the zone, pinching in from the blue line of Shapiro. Nice pinch in to keep it in for the moment. He's got Clark covering for him, but the Komets do end up with a loose puck and a high toss into the zone. That goes high off the glass. That almost was a good delay of game penalty against the Komets. We will play on as the Icemen have control of the puck. Long outlet pass. That's by everybody, and this will be icing against Jacksonville. The Icemen started very well last night and had a 1-0 advantage to start things off. A little bit of a different story tonight. They do not even have a shot on goal yet through the opening few minutes.
Yeah, don't have that first shot, but of course, part of that time was killing off penalties as well. The early penalty results in a power play goal for Fort Wayne. So tough to really get in a rhythm when right off the get-go you've got to start killing off penalties. So again, Nashville need to. That was a little bit of a reminder for Jacksonville to kind of harness in the emotion here and play a bit more discipline tonight.
Jacksonville wins the draw. They'll play it to the Komet blue line. Fort Wayne from there. Alan Lazarchik shifts around Hedden, then forced a little bit deeper. Puck is handled nicely by McKenzie, taking it into the zone. Rister goes well over the crossbar. Man loses his stick somewhere along the way as the Icemen try to clear up, but they can't do it yet. They will regroup behind their own net. McKenzie now looks to center, gets it away, but it's picked off by the Icemen. Chase Lang with a great shift around the man. He's over the blue line with a 3-man rush. Cross ice look. Gets deflected behind the net. Fort Wayne with a steal. Jacksonville gets it right back. Lang in the right wing corner. Behind the net for Hedden. Tries to pivot around his man. Broken up by McKenzie. McKenzie up the right side for Sidlowski. And Sidlowski will fire it wing to wing for Lazarchik. Lazarchik with a wrister. Easily gloved by Carlson. And the faceoff comes to his right as he'll hold on. Shots on goal now 4-0 Komets. As the loose stick finally makes its way towards the Fort Wayne bench. Somebody had a loose one there. Jacksonville coming out with Wasey Rabbit at center. Like to see Wasey pop a couple more goals, and just 3 goals for him since returning to the Icemen lineup in 14 contests. Jacksonville wins the draw. Daou gets it to center for Rabbit. Pokes it ahead for Warren. Warren to the blue line. That is all. Fort Wayne battles it up from there, and they'll clear into the zone. Carlson tries to clear it himself off the glass. By one man ahead for Daou. Kicking it onto his stick nicely as Brendan Warren takes it to the blue line offside against Jacksonville. Made an extra move, and then with a deflection, that created the offside call. Just over 5 minutes gone by, and the Icemen trailing by 1. 1-0 early on a power play goal for the Komets from Sean Sidlowski. Fort Wayne in possession. Gabriel Verpass, D to D for Taylor Doherty. A familiar name for some Icemen fans. He played for Orlando earlier this year. He also played for the Atlanta Gladiators a couple of seasons ago. As the Komets have control, Jones over the blue line for Rimsha. Knocked free by Jacksonville. Rimsha gets it back and keeps it in to the left of Carlson. Trying to center, it is deflected back behind the net. Another opportunity from the Komets. They can't put that one on goal either. Now a shot comes from Rimsha, and able to make the stop and freeze it is Carlson from a sharp angle. All Fort Wayne though right now, Alex. 14-15 to go in the first period, and Jacksonville unable to get on track on the offensive zone.
Well, it was a good win last night for Fort Wayne, able to come back when it looked like maybe they were down most of the game, which they were, and then able to tie it up and get the win in overtime. So that gives you a little bit of a lift coming in, and obviously they're playing a little bit of inspired hockey right now, I would think, just, with the emotion of the hit there on Brady yesterday, or Shaw, on Brady Shaw yesterday. So, well, here we go.
Here's our fight. Here we go. Emerson Clark against Chase Stewart. They come all the way up to center ice. They both take their helmets off, so that'll be extra penalties for them. They're just lining each other up right now, waiting to square off. Clark grabs a hold of him. Right from Clark. Another. Clark now comes back with a left. Stewart tries to get a left hand in. Right now it's a grappling match. Clark with another right. Stewart misses on an attempt. Clark comes over the top. Up against the glass now are the two of them. Stewart with a right. Clark tries to come back. Clark looking to get that left hand free, then comes back with a right. What a great tilt this is. Clark again with a right hand. Still spinning around by the glass.
Calling out the officials.
They are not done yet. Clark trying to get his hand free from his jersey, and he does, and pounds him away, and they both go down to the ice. A tremendous welterweight fight there with Emerson Clark and Chase Stewart. And Clark with his hands up in the air, and this crowd is going berserk.
Oh, now you got McKinnon jawing with one of the Fort Wayne players who nearly came over the bench there. He had one leg over the Fort Wayne player did, and thought about coming out as McKinnon was chirping the Fort Wayne bench, and tempers flaring up. And then if anything, we kind of expected something to happen. You got Clark, the captain of this club, especially after everything playing out. But the Icemen need a spark right now. I think they kind of came out a little flat in this game, Arlie. They're already down 1-0, and I think this was the time now for the captain to get something going for his club.
Yeah, I don't mind that fight whatsoever. And I said a welterweight fight. Really, it's the welterweight and Clark against the heavyweight and Stewart. For the tail of the tape, Emerson at 5'10", 200. I think that's actually a little generous, the 5'10" part of it. As for Chase Stewart, 6'3", 225
yeah.
for Stewart. Clark doesn't care at all.
No.
Neither will his brother, for that matter.
He's given up a lot of inches in that fight, but that's nothing new for Emerson Clark. He is tough as nails. I always say those Whitby boys, they're right. Tough as they come. That's not a town I want to walk alone in at night and start, running my mouth. I'll tell you that. But you got some heavies out there, some tough guys. McKinnon out there. You got Haas out there for Fort Wayne, thrower. And
yeah, we got another one coming even before the drop of the puck. And it might be a couple of them. Leisman against Haas. There will be two fights. Leisman against Haas and Verpass against McKinnon. In the corner, it's Leisman with a couple of big right hands. And then the other way, McKinnon pounding away at Verpass. Oh, he's drilling him. It's a heavyweight bout.
Oh, thrower.
What a bout between Verpass and McKinnon as they both go down. Now a third fight comes in.
Thrower.
A third one. Dalton Thrower going after Matthew Bowdens. And McKinnon's not done yet. This is almost a second round two between McKinnon and Verpass. They are just wailing away at each other. Right hand after right hand. And now it's Thrower going after Bowdens still. It's a yard sale on the ice as McKinnon spins his helmet on the ice as he heads to the box.
Verpass is bloodied.
Verpass, a mess as he heads to the box. And now Thrower comes back. More right hands from Thrower. Oh, he just connected on Bowdens. Linesmen are letting them go too until they say that they're finally done. Stick taps from the Icemen bench. The crowd absolutely going bananas right now.
You got to love Verpass with a bloody mouth saying that he won the fight. But hey, what the heck? Got a three-ring circus out there, Harley.
Oh my goodness.
3 separate altercations taking place. And linesmen along with McKinnon. And then, of course, late after the other two started, you had Thrower throwing a couple jabs, and he got his altercation going as well. And, well, the bad blood we spoke of, it's poured out onto the ice right now here with 14:11 to go in the first period.
I think the only surprise is how long it took for this powder keg to explode here. And for those that are in the arena that I'm sure wanted to maybe get their video out and their phones out for the video, they didn't even know which fight to turn to next. One fight better than the next.
And the bench is still yapping about right now. And this officiating crew, they've got their work cut out for them. Very quiet game penalty-wise last night, and that's not the case now, as they got to bust out the notebook there, the little notepad, and start writing down numbers.
Well, the Icemen still have a couple guys that can throw down if they need to. 2 minutes are on the board for Jacksonville for Dalton Thrower. Those are the only minutes on there right now. We'll get a whole laundry list at some point.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit before they catch up on these penalties. But again, this is something you kind of anticipated. Sometimes you have a lot of hype before a game and nothing happens, and sometimes it doesn't. And you kind of had a taste here when you saw those guys out on the ice after the Clark fight. When I looked at the personnel on both sides, I had a feeling this was going to be an interesting shift. And as soon as they dropped the puck, it all went downhill from there. From a hockey standpoint, it was going to be the three-ring circus there of guys going head-to-head here and bringing this crowd alive.
So 3 separate fights after the initial fight from Emerson Clark. So really 4 tilts in just a matter of a couple of seconds. Actually, it's going to be the same time because Clark was in the box. They never even dropped the puck before the next 3 started up. So
yeah,
4 fights all at the same time at 5:49 of the first period.
Well, if you purchase tickets for this game, you're in attendance right now. Well, you already got your money's worth.
Already. I told numerous people, do not be late tonight.
Yep.
And they've already got their money's worth. Curious to see if there are any game misconducts that come with this. We have not heard one way or the other yet about anything. We will obviously keep you up to date as soon as we find out. Nobody has headed to the locker room yet, I don't believe. One for Fort Wayne has. Two for Fort Wayne have gone to the locker room. And right now it's short benches for both sides. It's going to be the Komets on a power play. We can tell you that much. After that, anybody's guess at this point. If you're just joining us, man, did you just miss the fights of the year? Arlie Johnson with you here along with Alex Reed. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV. Of course, we'll keep it right here through all of this. So far, all we have is the original fight. Emerson Clark and Chase Stewart, they both got 7 minutes each, 5 for fighting and 2 for removing the helmet. That's it for now. Stay tuned for details. Actually, technically, it'll be 2 seconds later, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty much the drop of the puck and the ensuing face-off. Guys that already had that ready to go. And bench, a lot of space and real estate on each team's respective benches right now. And Arlie, we've had all this happen, and we're not even 6 minutes through the first period.
Alexi Daou is serving the extra 2 minutes to Dalton Thrower. He's not even sitting down in the penalty box. There's no room. He is standing in the penalty box, serving the time. We are back to real hockey, and Fort Wayne has the puck on a power play. Shot from Gallipo is deflected wide. Komets get it back. Centering feed, knocked up high, trying to clear it away as Rabbit. He couldn't quite reach the puck. Fort Wayne holds it in. Pass to the blue line for Gallipo. 60 feet away, Rister blocked in front. Fort Wayne with a turnaround and a pass. Goes back to the line for Gallipo. Flipping to the left side for Bayless. Bayless at the top of the circle. Loads and fires, it is blocked. Comes to Sidlowski at the right side. Down low, stuff attempt, save is made. Rebound comes loose. The Icemen try to clear, they can't do it. Fort Wayne with some heavy pressure on this power play. Still with 1:15 to go on it. Gallipo closes. Feeds to the right, Zidlowski, and a glove save by Carlson. So Dalton Thrower, the only thing I've heard so far was Dalton Thrower had 2 minutes for instigating, 5 minutes for fighting, and a game misconduct.
Yeah, I was watching that altercation start to set up, and the Fort Wayne player, I didn't quite get a read on who that was initially. There was so much going on, but was kind of mouthing off to him, and I guess Thrower gave him a couple jabs to the face beforehand and just letting him say, hey, why don't you put your money where your mouth is, and then they decided to finally go at it there. But he definitely kind of brought it to that next level with a couple jabs there in the side of the head of that Fort Wayne player. And we'll get to who that was here once they get everything figured out here.
Jacksonville wins this faceoff, and they will slam it down the ice, courtesy of John Albert. Huge kill for the Icemen, not only in terms of staying within a goal of Fort Wayne, but also because I think it creates some major momentum based on all those fights where if you kill a penalty like this, you can get right back into it and feed off the energy from this crowd and from the penalty kill both, plus all the fights along with it, as the Icemen will clear the zone yet again. And it's Albert a second time with that clear. 34 seconds to go on the power play for the Komets. 12:40 to go in the first period. Fort Wayne leads 1-0. Jones through the neutral zone for the Komets. Gets to the blue line, but that is it. A steal by Jacksonville, and this time it's cleared up by Chase Lang. And Mike Hedden is going to force Kaler to play it behind the net. Hedden now drifts by. He'll come back on his back check. It is Jones with a high loft into the zone. It is gloved by Carlson over the crossbar. It was going to be well over the crossbar, but he just wanted to settle things down and take the face-off. 6 seconds to go on the power play for the Komets. And 12:16 to go in the period.
Yeah,
The Icemen still don't even have a shot on goal yet. They're being outshot 8-0.
Yeah, 8-0 right now. And of course, again, 2 power plays they've had to kill off here in short amount of time. So tough for them to get into a little bit of groove. But, I think maybe the fights needed to happen. It was kind of something that was maybe distracting a little bit, looming here in this game. So now let's see if the team's got it out of their system and the Icemen can focus on shots.
Here's Daou, finally a shot on goal as Daou came right out of the penalty box to get a wrister away from the circle. He tries to put one on net again, but this one goes wide and caroms off the kick plates all the way back to the Jacksonville line. The Icemen try to clear into the zone. It is blocked by the Komets. McKenzie takes it in for Fort Wayne. Sharp angle shot, saved by Carlson. We will finally catch our breath and take our first break of this contest. It's 1-0 Fort Wayne with 11:47 to go in the first period. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.tv.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Back to play as the Komets have the puck in the offensive zone. Comes behind the net. McKenzie to the blue line. Petchenig deflects on goal and a save by Carlson. Rebound was loose. Carlson thought he had it, but he didn't. Fortunately, the Icemen are there for that rebound, and they will clear it back into the Fort Wayne zone. Adam Dowda, who played a strong game last night, I thought, for the Icemen. In deep to forecheck. He's in deep on a couple of men and forces the Komets a little bit deeper. Will Petchenig in control. He did not play in last night's game, but he's out there tonight. Everett Clark peeling off on his forecheck as Petrozelli takes it up the left wing side. Over the blue line for Jenks, and a save made by Carlson as the Komets continue to pepper the net. That time on a forehand from A.J. Jenks. Jacksonville with the puck. It is Clark off glass out to the red line. Komets right back. They're coming in waves. Bayless trying to go wide on Shapiro. Takes it behind the net before Shapiro knocks it away with the help of Harrison. Harrison turns and fires it out. And this will be icing. It just had enough legs to get over that goal line. And we'll bring it into the Jacksonville defensive zone. 1-0 Fort Wayne. 10:42 to go in the first period. And the Komets out shooting Jacksonville 8-1. Reader, why don't you do the honors for what we have for penalties right now? And I still don't even know if we're done yet. In fact, I know that we're not because Weidman is in there too, somewhere. Well, maybe we got him now.
Yeah, we got a few here. Obviously, just looking at the refresh button here. But obviously, Emerson Clark got in his fight with Stewart. 5-minute majors for fighting. You already mentioned the removing the helmet. Then the other altercation, Leidsman, McKinnon, and Thrower receiving fighting majors. However, for Thrower, he received a 2-minute instigator and a game misconduct for a secondary altercation. Haas for Fort Wayne received 5-minute major for fighting. Gabriel Verpass, 5 minutes for fighting as well.
The Icemen take it into the offensive zone from the blue line at Shiplow. Shot is deflected wide, looking for the stuff attempt. Score! John Albert nuts it up at one on the feed from Mike Hedden. 10:18 to go in the first period, and we're knotted up at one.
Exactly what the Icemen needed there. Get the crowd back into it on the scoring front, but the two veterans hooking up, Hedden behind the net, feeding it perfectly to John Albert, who I think's been knocking on the door for a couple weeks now, Harley. And good to see Johnny get rewarded here. But at the top of the crease, Albert able to bang that one home. But Hedden, good heads-up play. Saw it right there at the top of the crease, and Fort Wayne didn't pick up John Albert there on the front door, and Albert able to slide that one right underneath the pad and between the 5-hole of Kaler. And it's a 1-1 game.
Time of the goal is going to be at 9:42. John Albert from Mike Hedden and Luke Shiplow to make it a 1-1 hockey game. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Iceman goal! Scoring his third goal of the season, number 16, John Albert! Assisted by number 8, Mike Hedden, and number 4, Luke Shiplow. Time to go, 9 minutes, 42 seconds.
Albert's third goal of the season from Hedden and Shiplow. As the Komets come right back. Try and go between the legs, and the Komets unable to get the puck by Adam Carlson. What a move by Sidlowski. Tried the between the legs shot, got it on net, but Carlson was there for the save. Fort Wayne right back, and a shot whistles wide. Petchenig behind the net, looking for Rimsha. Shiplow defends on Rimsha. Into the slot, it's Petrozelli with a shot that is blocked. Tries to put it in on the rebound attempt, and the Icemen throw it out of play. This will be a penalty on Jacksonville. It's going to be a delay of game call, and the Icemen shorthanded for the third time in just over 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, 3 times, and we're only halfway through the first period. That's not going to cut it, Arlie. The Icemen are going to have to tighten that up here against a very lethal power play unit in Fort Wayne. Just to touch up on the penalties, I didn't mention Bowdens. Matthew Bowdens, who had the game winner last night, he received a 5-minute major for fighting. So you have Stewart, Clark, Bowdens, Haas for pass, and then Emerson Clark with that ruining the helmet. Leidsman, McKinnon, Thrower, all receiving 5-minute majors for fighting. The only game misconduct goes to Thrower for instigating and that secondary altercation.
Which means in about 16 seconds, or the first whistle after 16 seconds, everybody is able to come back out onto the ice, with the exception of Dalton Thrower. And actually, I should say the Clark fight as well with Stewart. They'll have 2 extra minutes because they removed their helmets.
The helmets are correct, yep.
Fort Wayne on another power play. Puck dribbles towards Carlson. He'll put a glove on it and take another draw. If the Icemen can come out of this still tied after a third straight penalty kill of this period, at being outshot 13-2 in a 1-1 hockey game, I mean, consider themselves very fortunate. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. This is a big kill, and there's still lots of time left on it. Komets win the draw at the blue line. It's Jason Binkley for Jones at the left wing half wall. Jones throws it in front. Save is made. Rebound goes wide. Comes free to Rimsha at the right wing circle. He's being pressured, forcing a turnover. Jacksonville can't clear it out yet. And the Komets hold the zone. Petrozelli down low for Jenks. Jenks to the half wall for Jones. On his forehand side. Back into the goal line extended. Jenks with a pass that goes over the stick all the way to the blue line where Binkley holds in. For Rimsha, 55 feet away, fakes the shot, takes the shot, it is blocked. Komets get it right back. Rimsha in the right wing corner. Hedden defends on him. Pass across the slot, it's deflected by Jacksonville, but they still cannot gain possession. 1:06 to go on this power play for the Komets. Rimsha with a shot, and it's a goal. Just trickled over the goal line. Carlson got a good chunk of it, but it broke free of him and rolled on edge just over the line, not by more than a couple of inches. But it definitely counts, and it is a goal for the Komets. They lead 2-1.
Yeah, tough goal there. Again, Icemen, committing too many penalties right now. I mean, it's already the second power play goal for Fort Wayne. Icemen, sullen that power play last night. Fort Wayne 0 for 3, but here tonight they're doing a pretty good job here, 2 for 3, I believe now, and a big goal there. But that one was stopped nicely there by Carlson. Just again, it just kind of squeezed past the line. One of those trickling goals that barely made it across, but the referee was in prime position to call it a goal.
So the Komets 2 for 3 on the power play tonight, which is obviously a story. On this whistle, all the players are eligible to come out of the penalty box, or at least many of them. They will be escorted out of the penalty box.
Yeah, they're trying to get the timing down. There were so many penalties. Okay, yeah, you're good to go. Yep, you can go. You can go. No, you have to stay. So that's what the officiating crew had to figure out here, as you had a wealth of bodies heading back towards the benches.
Leidsman and McKinnon back and eligible for Jacksonville. Haas and Doherty, same thing for the Komets. Clark and Stewart still in the penalty box for the Icemen and Komets respectively.
Well, Leidsman in his second game getting involved in the altercations there. Early, it's pretty much saying, hey, I'm here and hopefully here to stay. And
I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, show his teammates he's willing to drop the mitts when called upon.
Jacksonville takes the puck over the blue line. Wasey Rabbit for Brendan Warren. Warren pivots on McKenzie. Feeds it for Rabbit into the corner, trying to set up another teammate. Knocked free by the Komets. And McKenzie starts it ahead for Doherty. Doherty over the blue line for Sidlowski. 3-on-2. Shot is blocked and the Icemen come right back. Mingo really felt that one on his skate, but the Icemen with Daou with speed. Going wide on his man, then curls at the half board. On his backhand, he is double teamed, gets tripped up. No call. The fans obviously want to call, but they stay without having a power play yet. And now another man goes down for Fort Wayne. I actually would not have been surprised if that was called for a dive for Fort Wayne, but again, we will play on. As Shapiro gets it to center ice and clears in. 7:39 to go in the first period. It's 2-1 Komets over the Jacksonville Icemen. Wing-to-wing pass right on the tape of A.J. Jenks for Bayless. Slap shot is gloved by Carlson. He'll hang on with 7:29 to go in the first period.
Yeah, a couple of opportunities the other way, and both teams, and then of course you look at more like a shove in the back there, knocking Daou off the puck. Certainly at no point was the puck being played there. They allowed that to slide, then back the other way. Some feet got tangled up there at the blue line. I'm glad that nothing was called there. But right now, 5-on-5, and you look at the shots right now, 16-2 in favor of Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I think the Icemen actually still consider themselves fortunate just to be within a goal right now.
And both on a power play. And again, you take away those penalties there and those opportunities. Could be a different story.
McKinnon almost sent Adam Dowdo away on a breakaway. McKinnon does get it back, and he's got a little bit of speed, actually, the big fella, as he takes it in to Fort Wayne territory. Glides by Binkley. Didn't quite connect on that hit as the Komets move it up the left wing side. Olivier Gallipo. Cross ice for Jason Binkley. Binkley's pass deflects out of play off the stick of Bayless. 6:51 to go in the first period, and now on this whistle, Emerson Clark and Chase Stewart are going to be allowed out of the penalty box. Clark getting escorted. Now Stewart getting escorted.
Hey, they timed them about 5 seconds apart.
And the faceoff will be right at the center ice faceoff dot. So we'll see if we have more fisticuffs during the remainder of this contest, or whether they just got it all out of them in those opening 5 minutes of play. 5 minutes and change anyway. Carlson needs a bit of a break here. He's had an equipment issue, so he had to head back to the bench quickly. He's ready to go, and we're ready for the puck drop. The Icemen have it. It is Shiplow ahead for Warren. Got a stick up high, but no call, and the Komets take possession. Verpass, D-to-D for Doherty. Doherty, an indirect pass, looking for Jones. They will call this icing against the Komets, and Jacksonville gets what has been a rare offensive zone draw in this first period. Coming up in the first intermission, I'll be joined by Icemen defenseman Luke Shiplow. He was right in the middle of all of it last night in overtime. And we'll talk about that hit that he received yesterday in overtime, and a little bit about the game on the whole, as well as what he was going to expect out of the game tonight. So it's an interview you will not want to miss with Luke Shiplow. That's coming up in the first intermission. Draw is going to be to the right side of Cole Kaler, the Komet netminder. Rabbit on the draw for Jacksonville, and he wins it for Daou. Daou takes it behind the net to the right of Kaler, kicks it onto his stick, tries to pivot away from a double team, keeps it moving momentarily. Now Fort Wayne puts it away, and they've got a 3-on-2 if they hustle the other direction. Penalty coming as well on Jacksonville, a delayed call. What's the penalty this time? Holding the stick against the Icemen. And Fort Wayne will now be on their fourth power play of this period to none for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they've already exceeded the amount of power plays they had total last night, and again, the Icemen got it. They're going to have to check this in. I keep saying it, but they've already 2 for 3 on the power play, Fort Wayne is, and they're second in the league, probably first now with their percentage, getting 2 goals here. So this is the best power play in the league right now, and the Icemen are giving them a lot of chances. And again, this is going to make the penalty kill even more important here. Still a 1-goal game, though, and that's being outshot 16-2 at this point in the game. Again, I think the Icemen would take that at this point.
Komets win the faceoff. It is Gallipo for Lazarchuk. Wrist shot saved by Carlson. Got it with the right arm, and it drops right in front of him for a faceoff. Impressed by head coach Jason Christie to show some faith in youngster Chris Leidsman out there on this penalty kill. In just his second appearance for Jacksonville. Last night, of course, making his debut. The Komets win another faceoff. It is Gallipo, the only defenseman out there for Fort Wayne, as Sean Sidlowski forms a fourth forward line for the Komets. Fort Wayne overskated the puck. They have to track it down all the way at their own blue line. It's Gallipo for Bayless. Carries into the zone, clean entry in there onside. Deflected away, Komets hold it in. Gallipo to the left for Bayless. Back for Gallipo, one-timer saved by Carlson. Rebound is loose, then covered by Carlson. It was available briefly, but nobody could get the handle to it, and it redirected back to Carlson, who made no mistake that second time and got the glove down on it. I believe that is shot number 18 now for Fort Wayne.
It's unreal, no doubt. It's largely lopsided, but again, 4 power plays in the first period. We still have 5.5 minutes to go in this first period, so it's one of those things that Fort Wayne's getting a lot of opportunities here, but Jacksonville on their 2 opportunities able to get one in off the stick of Johnny Albert. Still a 1-goal game. Again, a big penalty kill right now.
Komets win yet another face-off. They've been good in that department. To the blue line for Binkley as the Komets have their second power play unit out now. It is Petrozelli has it deflected away, diving to clear the zone. Excellent hustle there by Emerson Clark for the Icemen. The Komets back in. They are onside. It goes behind the Jacksonville net. Harrison tries to swing it around, but Petrozelli is there to break it up. To the blue line for Rimsha, who has the go-ahead goal in this period. At the line, it's Binkley with a wrist shot. That is deflected wide. Comes up high for Jones. Jones for Petrozelli. To the line, it's Binkley. Center point to the left wing for Jones. Seam pass and a shot from Rimsha, and I think Carlson got a piece of that one as well. It's Jones into the slot. Bumper position, Petrozelli for Binkley. Again through the seam. Jones with a wrister. That is blocked by Clark this time. Jacksonville trying desperately to clear the puck. Shapiro gets a piece of it for Harrison. Tries to slam it around the wall. It is deflected out of play, and the faceoff will be in the Jacksonville zone. I saw the look on your face, Reader. Please let there be a deflection. Don't let it be another delay of game.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate here. 17 seconds to go on the this particular penalty and this power play chance for Fort Wayne. And they're moving around the puck effectively. I mean, the time of attack, the offensive zone's been pretty constant here on this chance, but Carlson's made a couple saves. He's been doing a pretty good job keeping the opportunities to the outside.
Brett McKenzie on the faceoff for Fort Wayne. Jacksonville wins this one. Shiplow tries to slam it out. It is held in by the Komets once again. Sidlowski with a shot. That is blocked. Shiplow finally makes no mistake. He will clear the zone, and that will do it on this power play. Out of the penalty box comes Alexi Daou, and Fort Wayne now 2 for 4 on the power play. That's definitely been the difference in this first period. The Icemen still trail, but only by 1. 2-1 is your score, despite being outshot 20-2 in the first 16 minutes of this game. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. The Komets have control. Up the wall. It is Jacksonville with a steal and clear in. Mike Hedden doing the honors there. Hedden setting up Jacksonville's goal from John Albert. Fort Wayne deep in their own zone, but an outlet pass right on the tape of Lazarchuk. To the left for Rimsha, cross ice, great look, forehand score. What a great tic-tac-toe goal from the Komets as Ben Jones will get the goal, and it is 3-1 Fort Wayne with 3:42 to go in the first.
Yeah, they're rolling right now, and they're feeling it, and they're getting plenty of opportunities now. 22 shots, well, 21 right now. If they add another, we'll see, but either way, and this has been all Fort Wayne right now. And we talked about the emotion coming into this game and who was going to harness it the best, who was going to wrangle it in. Right now it seems that Fort Wayne has had their mind set here, and Jacksonville just kind of seems a little bit off here. They're not getting much opportunity, but again, it is very difficult to get any flow in a hockey game when you're spending the whole period killing off penalties. That was not a power play goal.
Here's Jacksonville, score! Brendan Warren comes right back and makes it a 1-goal game. Oh man, is that a huge goal for the Icemen.
All right, well, what I just said, forget about it. Chase Lane comes right back and counters. But I was just going to say they're going to need a response here. The Icemen are going to have to get the next goal, and they only had to wait seconds to get it right off the draw that time, and a shot fired. And was that Warren that had that goal? It was
Warren.
Yeah.
6 seconds after Fort Wayne scores, Brendan Warren found a gaping 5-hole on Cole Kaler and connects for his 2nd goal in as many nights and his 8th goal of the season.
And they're going to make a switch right now.
I'm very surprised, but that was a soft goal, make no mistake.
Well,
The Icemen only have 3 shots on goal, and 2 of them have gotten by Kaler. So they're going to bring in last night's netminder, Patrick Munson, comes in now for Fort Wayne. And Kaler heads straight to the locker room.
Yeah, tough week for Kaler. Kaler is your reigning ECHL goaltender of the week. Had an excellent week last week. Went down to Estero, Florida on Wednesday and surrendered 4 goals in a 5-2 loss. They had an empty netter. And then here allows 2 goals on 3 shots. Just not a very good week for Kaler, coming after a pretty excellent week, getting some league accolades.
So Jacksonville pulls within 1 at 3-2. Komets try to take it into Jacksonville's end, and they do with Haas trying to go wide on Shapiro. Behind the net, the Icemen look to clear. They can't do it yet. Komets try to center. It is deflected away. Komets would have shot wide from Rimsha. Rimsha has played a very strong first period for the Komets. Rimsha on his backhand side. Knocks it into an open corner, right wing. Haas drops it down low. Jacksonville takes the body, allowing Wasey Rabbit to collect the puck. Ahead for Daou, can't clear the zone yet. Fort Wayne again holds it in. Centering feed, broken up by Jacksonville. Rabbit plays it up the right side for Daou. Daou all by himself, 1-on-3, but he'll take it down low and keep possession. Daou to the blue line, Mingo with a drive. That goes wide to the short side, held in by Everett Clark for Daou. Back around the wall, Petrozelli is able to sweep it out to center. And the Icemen will bring it into the zone. Here comes Everett Clark on the forecheck as Stewart plays it around the back wall in his own end. Komets play it off the glass, safely to center. Bouncing puck there. Who's going to get the handle to it? Right by the penalty box doors. Still tangled up. Stick comes up high. Another penalty on Jacksonville. 5 penalties against the Icemen in this first period. Here's your touch from Carlson. It's going to be Clark heading to the box again for high sticking. Unbelievable. We'll actually get a chance to take a break here, but it will be another power play for the Komets when we come back. 2:10 to go in the first. It's Fort Wayne 3, Jacksonville 2. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
The Icemen have been shorthanded for almost half of this first period. Nothing new here as they are shorthanded again. Fort Wayne with a shot towards net. It is deflected just wide. Komets get to the loose puck. Jacksonville trying to steal. They have it, and they will slam it out with Mingo doing the honors. Komets deep in their own end. Adam Dowda into forecheck as Bayless takes it up the left wing side. Gains the line and knocks it into the corner. Chase Harrison first on the puck, on his backhand, double team, but he drops it to an open man. Smart play there by Harrison. He did not have the body positioning to clear it out himself, but he knew he had Mingo behind him, and Mingo does the rest of the work.
Yeah, they give each other a little hand pound as they go to the bench there. They recognize good communication there.
Fort Wayne back into the zone. Lazarchuk, left wing half wall. Pass deflects to the left point for Gallipo. Gallipo for Lazarchuk. Still 1:06 to go on the power play. Lazarchuk, seam pass deflected away by Jacksonville, and head and backhands to the line. Offside will be called. And much like a few, maybe earlier in the period when I thought that Jacksonville kept in the zone, I think Fort Wayne kept that one in the zone too, to be truthful.
Yeah, I'd have to say both teams were even on that one. But hey, that's how they rule it. And Icemen will take it. They'll take the break, and faceoff's going to come outside the zone as a result.
Exactly a minute to go on the power play for the Komets. Wasey Rabbit has one penalty killer along with Brendan Warren. Wasey last year was superb with shorthanded goals. Sure wouldn't mind one about now. That would really change the complexion of this game. Komets take it into the zone, and they will set up. Saucer pass to the blue line, now in the final minute of period number 1. Finally, as a shot deflects off a Jacksonville skate towards net, and Carlson had to be sharp there. I don't know if they'll count that one as a shot on goal. I think it should, on a deflection on net. 45 seconds to go on the penalty, 55 seconds to go in the period. The Komets send out their second power play unit. For the Icemen, it's John Albert and Chase Lang as your penalty killers. Albert waiting for the draw against A.J. Jenks. Face-off is to the left of Carlson, and the Icemen win it. Mingo slams it around the wall. It deflects off Jones high into the air, at the blue line, over the blue line, finally out by Albert, who will continue it along and get it deep into the zone. Jenks stands behind his net and leaves the puck for Binkley. 40 seconds to go in the period. Fort Wayne leading 3-2 and on a power play. Komets take it in. It's Jones, drop pass, deflects behind the net, and Fort Wayne continues with it. Petrozelli on his backhand, curls to his forehand and leaves it to the far side half boards. Rimsha, great play by Jacksonville defensively, and it slid out of the zone. John Albert with the back check, just took the stick away from Petrozelli, figuratively speaking, not literally, as the Komets have to track it down at center ice. Teams back at full strength, just 9 seconds to go in the period. Fort Wayne looking for one last chance, centering feed knocked away. Comes back to the Komets and a steal by Jacksonville. They're not gonna have enough time on what would have been a 2-on-1 the other way, but the clock will go to 0.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville somehow, some way, despite being outshot 21-3, is within a goal, 3-2. And as crazy and wild a first period as maybe I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I mean, obviously we had 4 separate altercations, 3 of them at one time. Lots of dramatics, tons of power plays and penalties, and again, lots of shots for Fort Wayne. If you're Jacksonville, you're very fortunate that it's just a one-goal hockey game, and now you can go into the break, recollect yourselves here, and then try to focus in on trying to tie this game up. I think that was a big penalty kill for Jacksonville there because, more so from a momentum standpoint, you go in trailing by 1 as opposed to trailing by 2, allowing 3 power play goals again. So Ice would need to tighten up, though, from a discipline standpoint. Everything seems to be already left on the table here as far as the extracurriculars. Jacksonville just needs to tone it down a little bit and focus in on the game here. And they're only 1 goal out here, Arlie, and they did it only on 3 shots here in the period. It's really remarkable.
Yeah, the plot thickens after last night and into this first period. It's just a new chapter in this incredible weekend series between these two clubs. We will take a break and come back in a moment. When we return, we'll be joined by Icemen defenseman Luke Shiplow, and we will have plenty to talk about that first period. We'll go through all the penalties for you. I don't normally say that, but tonight it is appropriate, and we'll get you set up for what is going to be yet another wild period ahead. It's Fort Wayne 3, Jacksonville 2 after 1 period of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.tv.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL. Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner. And Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik, rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
We're between periods between the Jacksonville Icemen and Fort Wayne Komets. Arlie Johnson joined by defenseman Luke Shiplow tonight. And Luke, man, I'll tell you what, quite a bit of controversy at the end of last night's game during overtime with a couple of non-calls, one of which you were involved in. And ultimately, when it all is said and done, it's an overtime loss for your team. But I don't think that takes away from the fact that it was a very solid performance, I thought, from the club.
Yeah, I thought we played a pretty good game last night. I think we played a full 60 minutes. I think we were pretty good in overtime, too. We had some opportunities to score, and, I mean, there could have been a couple calls to go our way, but, you know, you can't really bank on that. You just got to play the game, and, you know, it's going to be a good one tonight.
All right, and I have to at least address the situation that was involved with you in overtime. For those who were here or those who weren't, you were boarded into the wall right behind the net. No call was made. I just want to hear your thoughts on your perspective of things and and just how you think it went down. I know you got a couple of laces under your chin there too.
Yeah, I mean, the puck was in my feet, and I just kind of got hit from behind there. I thought it was a dirty hit, but no call on the play, and then that kind of resulted in some other stuff happening in the end of the game. So, I mean, I think it could have been changed a little bit, but I mean, nothing you can do now. It's just a new game today, and just turn it into that.
I think it's unusual when you play a team that's not in your division that you actually get a little bad blood, but something tells me there may be a little bad blood against this non-divisional opponent in Fort Wayne because of the end of last night. Has that been addressed yet by maybe in the locker room even last night, maybe by the coaching staff, if you've gotten a chance to talk to them already yet, and whether maybe that will be what sets the tone for tonight's contest?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a rough game, I think, but, everyone's ready to play. There could have been some opportunities to hit guys out there tonight, and I think both teams are just going to be playing hard, and it should be a good, fun game to play.
I think that's one of the things that actually will help galvanize a team, especially teams that are looking for something to to try and latch onto, to try and get a little win streak going, or get the locker room a little tighter, whatever it might happen to be. I almost think that these kind of incidents, not that we want injuries from opponents or from the team, but I think that actually really helps pull teams together at times.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be a dirty game, hopefully we get some power plays and we can capitalize on it and pull out 2 points. It'd be a really big weekend for us and moving up, give us some confidence moving into the second half of the season.
And I think that's the most important thing when it's all said and done is, the tone can be whatever the tone is, but ultimately it's about winning. You guys need wins at whatever cost. You can't do anything stupid just because, to try and, maybe counteract something that happened yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be smart. That's every game. I just play the game how it is, should be played, and I think it'll all be good.
It'll definitely be a lot of fun. Luke, thanks for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Great, thank you very much.
All right, there's Luke Shiplow with us between periods. We'll come back in just a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; the Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Player save by Dubnik, rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. We are back. Arlie Johnson with you along with Alex Reed. What a first period that was as the Icemen trail the Fort Wayne Komets by a score of 3-2. Alex, we frankly don't have enough time to talk about the entire first period, but let's at least go through the fights and everything that transpired. And again, if you're just getting up to date on things, 4 fights in a 2-second period, including 3 at once, pretty much just shy of a line brawl between the Icemen and the Komets. It started with Emerson Clark and Chase Stewart. They got 5 minutes for fighting at 5:47, plus 2 minutes each for removing the helmet. Then at the 5:49 mark, that's 2 seconds later, for Fort Wayne, it was Matthew Bowdens for fighting, Kyle Haas for fighting, Gabriel Verpass for fighting. For Jacksonville, Chris Wiseman for fighting, Ian McKinnon fighting, Dalton Thrower, 2 for instigating, 5 for fighting, and a game misconduct. The only game misconduct out of all of that belongs to Dalton Thrower. And now I guess we'll have to see whether the game score will dictate the pace and tone of the remainder of this game.
Yeah, I think it was a situation where, I mean, again, there was so much emotion, and who was going to harness it in, and I think the Icemen, I think this intermission comes at a good time. Let them, recoil a little bit here, calm down, and then get back to the task at hand. I mean, there was a lot of pregame hype. You saw it there in the warm-up a little bit early, but from a hockey standpoint, it was tough for Jacksonville to get any kind of rhythm. I thought they played really well last night. They were gritty. They were winning battles. They were doing all the right things. They never really got a chance. When you have to kill off 5 power plays, and you're also getting a little bit tired as well. I mean, guys have to double shift because they're on special teams units as well. It's tough to get any kind of flow. The Icemen can put that first period behind them. They're only down by 1, and they'll have an opportunity here to try to get things back on track right now. But again, 21 shots allowed by the Icemen. They were outshot 21-3. Those 21 shots at ties a season high for shots allowed in a period. You have to go back to that game on November 5th at Orlando to match that. But Jacksonville's got plenty of time here in this game, and it's only a 1-goal hockey game, and we'll see what plays out in this second period.
Remarkably, this second period begins with each team skating 5-on-5.
Yeah.
That was not often the case in the first period. The Icemen were shorthanded 5 times in the first period. We have a very quick whistle icing on Jacksonville just 7 seconds into the period. The Icemen, of course, still have not had a power play. So being shorthanded 5 times is one thing, but not even being on the power play at all is entirely different. And the Komets had roughly about 9 minutes worth of power play time. Of course, they scored on a couple goals. That's why it's not the full 10 minutes.
Well, that's it. I mean, key to this game, despite everything that's happened last couple of nights, Fort Wayne's got a lethal power play, and they've proven it right now. They're 2 of 5. 2 of the goals that they've scored have come, with that man advantage. The Icemen cannot afford to allow many more opportunities for Fort Wayne here in this contest with the man advantage.
Komets get another drive away off the draw. Save was made by Carlson up high. Rebound into the corner, slid free by Jacksonville. Puck bounces high into the air, held in by the Komets for the moment. Bouncing puck at the line, and the Komets hold it in, but the Icemen get it right back. Shiplow with an outlet pass for Hedden. Over the blue line is Hedden, curls and waits for a trailer. That is Chase Lang. Lang to the blue line. Shiplow with a drive, and the save is made. A couple of men go down. In fact, it is Albert kind of stuck with the goaltender. He might have had his skate stuck inside the pad of Munson. That was a bizarre play as the Komets skated out to center and flip it into the left side of Carlson.
Bizarre play to go to a somewhat bizarre night already.
It has been a very different kind of night as Stewart bangs one off the short side of the net. Could kind of hear a clang, but it did not go off the post. It actually went off the side of the net. As the Komets lose it at their own blue line. Wasey Rabbit over the line. Tries to feed it looking for Daou. Daou lifts a stick, but the Komets get a steal. They may have a 2-on-1. Sidlowski with Lazarchuk. Lazarchuk with a forehand and a great save by Carlson. Rebound into the corner. The Icemen try to clear it away at the blue line. It is held in. McKenzie to a wide open Rimshaw left circle as Carlson makes a glove save, and the crowd again up on their feet, and I think the fans wanted another penalty call on the Komets, but the Icemen cannot do anything to get a power play.
Yeah, right now, I mean, they're perfect little angels here with their 22 penalty minutes in this game and no penalty kills. But, yeah, I mean, we look at this game right now as a whole. Obviously, the fights had a lot to do with that, but 64 penalty minutes in that first period, not too shabby. Believe it or not, that's not the largest amount of penalty minutes the Icemen have had in a game. It's still early in this one, but I remember that game down in South Carolina in a bizarre 2-1 game that you had over 118 penalty minutes. Tied a league high, or actually set one. It was later tied in another game between a couple other teams in the league.
Draw will be to Carlson's right. Fort Wayne out shooting Jacksonville now 24-4. The Icemen control this face-off. It is slammed around the wall, deflected out by Clark. Foot race for the puck, and they're going to call that one icing. I thought Dowda might have had an inside track on that puck.
Yeah, it's a close call there, and they just elected for the safe whistle there, but Dowda was trying to stride back to the way, but a face-off's going to result here deep in the Icemen's end, and they'll get set here for another draw to the left of Carlson.
Everett Clark against Drake Rimshaw, waiting for the drop of the puck from Trent Williams, the linesman. And it is Clark cleanly for Shapiro, slams it around the wall, deflected out, icing again on Jacksonville. This one is not in question at all. We'll bring it right back into the Icemen zone. At some point, Jacksonville has to try and tilt the ice here and get some offensive possession zone time. They've had very little of it tonight. Quite remarkable that the Icemen are just trailing by 1, as I've alluded to a couple of times at least.
but they've got to get the momentum back in their favor. If you keep fighting an uphill climb, it's not going to get any easier, that's for sure. Jacksonville wins this face-off. It's Shapiro off glass. Bounces out to center ice. Can Clark get to the puck? Not quite, but now it's Everett Clark knocking it free, and he'll take it to the blue line and flip it into the zone. Patrick Munson leaving the puck there for Binkley. Binkley avoids a hit from Clark as the Komets bring it right up the middle. A.J. Jenks, their captain, slides it to the left for Bayless. Shapiro, a great hit by Shapiro on Bayless as the Icemen play it around the near side boards. There's Clark with a body check on Binkley as the Icemen play it off the wall and out to center. And Fort Wayne drives it right back into their own bench, where Cole Kaler couldn't stop that one either.
Well,
yeah, I said it. I said it.
You went there. You went there. You went there. I can't believe. And some of the faithful here that heard you say it there, that they approve. But it's Kaler obviously a tough period, coming off a really good week there. But that one came at screaming at him. And again, Iceman still with 4 shots on net right now. Again, only 1 they've been able to muster up here in this period. Still very early, of course.
Sure.
But, again, Jacksonville still just trailing by 1, Arlie. I mean, when you look at the way that everything's played out to this point, it's pretty interesting that is the score right now, because it could certainly been the other way.
The Icemen have it in the neutral zone. Pass ahead for Hedden. Went right between his skates. He didn't get a touch on it, so it's icing against Jacksonville. Typically in a game, Reader, where I see that one team has a bunch of power play chances in a row, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking it's going to even up. It's going to even up. They somehow, it just always turns out that way. Yet tonight, I don't feel that way in the slightest. I don't know if that's just my mindset for tonight, or if, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? And it's not like you have to make it up. That's not how it works.
No.
But I just feel like that will not go the Icemen's way this evening.
There's been a couple instances that certainly could have been called here, and just haven't been for whatever reasons. And we'll see if that is a trend that continues here the rest of the way out.
Fort Wayne flips the puck out of their own end. Weidsman with it at center ice. He'll slam it in, and Munson will block the puck for Verpass. Chase Lang waiting between the hash marks, and then he'll peel off and head to the bench for a line change instead. At center ice, a steal by Luke Shiplow for the Icemen. He'll carry it into the zone and wrist one well wide of the net. Held in by Daou for the Icemen. Trying to set up Rabbit, back for Daou. Daou to the blue line. Mingo plays it cross ice. Nice look for Shiplow. Wrister on goal. Easy save for Munson. Shiplow was hoping to just kind of feather it towards net for a potential deflection, but he just didn't have enough time to wait for, I believe it was Brendan Warren, to cut towards goal.
That was it. A lot of time, almost too much time there for Shiplow. He might have held on to that just a little bit longer, but the Iceman, just like you said, didn't get that traffic in front. That was easy pickings for Munson. Saw that shot all the way in, but again, when you're stuck on 4 shots, you'll take that shot right now and get it on the board for number 5.
Wasey Rabbit against A.J. Jenks on this face-off. Komets control. Gallipo stick handling out, and Petrozelli zips it in. Sharp angle shot from Fort Wayne right off the end boards, and Carlson was there. He will hold on to it. Face-off coming to his right. 16:35 to go in the second period. It is Fort Wayne 3, Jacksonville 2. So glad you're with us tonight. A lot of anticipation for this game based on how last night's contest ended. And it has met its billing, believe me. With plenty left to be decided, too. Not only in terms of the score, but maybe some extracurricular activities as well. Plays to the right of Adam Carlson. Jacksonville has control of the puck. It is Shapiro to the right for Clark. Cross ice, it is Shiplow taking it indirectly off the boards. Shiplow wrists it in. Munson will glove it well over his shoulders and drop it down for a Stewart. Stewart collides with Clark. I'm a little surprised that they didn't go after each other right there. But they separate rather quickly, and the Icemen take possession in their own end. It's Chase Harrison off the glass for Clark. Clark at the left wing side, knocked away by the Komets. Jacksonville gets it right back. Clark deflects into the zone. Icing is waved off. Munson will play it around the boards. Comes towards the blue line, and the Komets have it, only to give it up at center ice. Over the blue line, onside is Dowd. A good hustle there by Clark to keep that play onside, but the Komets take the puck away and clear it back in. It's Hedden.
Good pass ahead for Lang. Lang for Albert, deflected away, and that creates an offside call against Jacksonville with 15:29 to go. The Icemen have just not been able to get much puck possession in the offensive zone. A chance here and a chance there, and obviously they've cashed in a couple times, but no really good zone time kind of shifts where you're looking at 20, 30, 40 seconds of offensive zone time.
Yeah, and they had that last night on many occasions throughout the evening, and it really helped them kind of control the pace and the tone of the hockey game. But again, that has certainly not developed here up to this point in the game just yet. It's all been really, really quick instances and quick shots by Jacksonville that's led to their 2 goals.
Fort Wayne has possession, looking for the steal as Albert takes a man, but the Komets take the puck at the blue line. Now it's Harrison pinching in. He will keep it in the zone. Nice work there by Chase Harrison, number 22 for Jacksonville. To the right point, Mingo overskates the puck. 2-on-1 the other way for Fort Wayne. Barreling down the left side, and a save by Carlson on what ended up being a change-up shot. It was a very difficult shot because of how soft it came in on Carlson, and the Icemen are able to gather in the loose change. It is Hedden on his backhand. Moves it to the forehand and feeds for Mingo at the red line. Mingo cuts around one man, then around another. Wrist shot on net, and a save is made. No rebound. Munson with the stop. 14:43 to go in the second. And Jacksonville's starting to get a few more shots on goal. Already 3 shots on net this period, equaling their output from period number 1.
Yeah, but Mingo just kind of misjudged that last rush that time, led to the 2-on-1. Fortunately for the Icemen, Fort Wayne unable to score on it, but then Mingo goes right back, takes it on his own shoulders there to kind of make up for it, and get a pretty decent shot in on the Fort Wayne net.
Jacksonville would love an offensive zone face-off win, and they get it. Daou's shot, however, deflects to the opposite wing, and Fort Wayne skates it right back out. It's Stephen Bayless hit into the boards. Nice hit there by Jacksonville. Bayless keeps the play moving, however. Doherty right to left for Verpass. Verpass just sweeps it behind the net. Man goes down. Another penalty on Jacksonville coming up as Carlson makes a save, and the crowd gets more and more restless as each penalty comes from the Icemen. And the crowd is absolutely incensed right now. 6 power plays to the Komets to none for Jacksonville. Chris Leidsman into the box this time for tripping.
And Coach Christie not happy there, and really can't believe it. He is screaming here down towards the linesman and the officiating crew, but not happy here. And Icemen have to kill off yet another one right now, and too many chances right now for this lethal power play of Fort Wayne. They're going to get another crack right now, and Jacksonville's going to have to deal with it.
If Alexander Ross calls a minor penalty against Fort Wayne at all tonight, it may be the biggest cheer of the entire night, and that includes at least a couple of Jacksonville goals.
Yeah, to be a Bronx cheer.
It will be.
As they say, without question.
Komets win the draw. Gallipo, center point, 60 feet away. Everett Clark defends on him. Wrist shot is deflected out of play by Emerson Clark this time, as the Clark brothers are out there penalty killing. And the ice just continues to be tilted into Jacksonville's defensive zone all night long. But the Icemen are right there, just down by 1. But another huge kill for Jacksonville. Everett Clark on the faceoff. Fort Wayne wins another one. Gallipo fakes the shot, feeds to the right for Sidlowski. His wrister is deflected off a skate, bouncing puck to the line. Gallipo holds it in. Now it goes off a skate, and this time it's Clark getting the puck out to center ice, and then a big slash on the back of Clark's leg, but no call there either.
Unreal.
And the crowd gets more and more incensed as Fort Wayne takes it into the zone. Clark had his stick taken right out of it. It's broken in 2 as Jacksonville clears out of the zone, but Clark has to stay on the ice because of it didn't go all the way down. Fort Wayne back into the zone. I mean, the evidence is on the ice. A broken stick from Clark as a wrist shot goes over the crossbar. Mingo turns, tries to clear it out. He's just trying to pin it up against the wall at this point, but the Komets keep it in. Lazarchuk to the blue line for Gallipo. Still 54 seconds to go on the power play. Sidlowski with a wrister. That deflects, and it goes out of play. I'm not sure it touched the netting. I thought it went off the glass, but they say it went off the netting, and the Icemen will get a much-needed face-off.
Yeah, they needed to get a change here, and it's tough here in this second period because their bench is on the far end of where their defensive zone is this period, so it's tough to get those changes, especially when Fort Wayne's been able to hold the puck into the zone, and even when the Icemen did get it out, it was kind of in the shallow part of the neutral zone. But prior to that, what got the crowd buzzing and was the fact that it's one of those retaliatory situations. Clark with a good check along the boards, which was returned with a slash in the back. And, you know, those are the types of things that usually the second person always gets caught, just not in this case.
Face-off will be to Carlson's left. 51 seconds to go on the power play for the Komets. They win the draw. Binkley, center point to the left. We go for Jones. Ben Jones back for Binkley. Jones again in give and go. Cross ice look. It goes behind a man, but the Komets hold the zone. Binkley now at the right circle. Closes. Drops it down low. Forehand saved by Carlson. And he will cover it up as A.J. Jenks tried to put it by Carlson in deep. But Carlson was there to deny. Right at the top of the crease, cutting off any angle that Jenks may have had.
Arlie, if I may, just a quick shout out to my brother Tyler, his wife Jenna, and their daughter, my little niece, Lily Ray. They're tuned in from Roper, North Carolina. They just sent me a little message. They said they were tuned in.
There's always time for that.
Always time. Shameless plugs there. But hope you guys are doing well. And see you guys next week. So we'll make a trip up to my neck of the woods up in the Hampton Roads part of Virginia.
Hey, if your niece is involved, it is not shameless, Reader. That's perfectly fine. I would do the same thing for my nieces. And have, I'm sure.
Of course.
Over the years. Komets back into the offensive zone. Just 10 seconds to go on this power play. Chase Lang defends on Bowdens. Bowdens with a wrister that is deflected into the corner by Mingo. Komets get it back as teams return to full strength. Leisman out of the penalty box. It's now 5-on-5. Slapshot is deflected over the crossbar by the Komets. Comes up high for the Icemen. Leisman for Hedden at center ice. To the right for Mingo. Goes wide on a man and beats him. Centering feed. And Hedden couldn't get a stick on it. The Icemen regroup, however, and have the puck in the offensive zone. Mingo's pass deflected away. And here come Fort Wayne once more. A poke check by Harrison, knocking it free from McKenzie. Offside will be called, and we will take a break. Jacksonville survives yet another penalty kill, and they still are down only by 1 at 3-2. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey, Field of Freeze.
Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed with you. It's 3-2 Fort Wayne. I don't know what's going on by the Fort Wayne tunnel to their locker room. There's a bunch of Icemen players right by there, right at the blue line, just standing there. Sean Sidlowski is looking at something, and now referee Alexander Ross goes to talk to head coach Jason Christie of the Icemen. No idea what this is about.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of commotion there on the tunnel and on the right side from our vantage point of the Fort Wayne bench, and not certain what the issue is, but the official came over and told the Icemen, just go to your bench right now while things get worked out. We certainly don't know what's going on, but just as confused as you are here, Arlie.
Yeah, now Ben Boudreau, the head coach for Fort Wayne, rookie head coach at that. He's had a good first year. He will get an explanation from Alexander Ross. I do not expect Ross to come up to us and give us an explanation, so we will remain in the dark.
Yeah, Sidlowski just went down the tunnel with the assistant coach, and again, not certain what's going on here, but now you got players jumping
Maybe
up.
Something was thrown from the crowd. It's the only thing that comes to mind right now.
Yeah, it looks like the equipment manager's trying to clean things up here.
Team doctor to the Fort Wayne dressing room, so it's a medical emergency of some form, apparently, right now.
Yeah, not certain if maybe one of the players or staff members on the bench had an ailment or fell ill. We don't want to speculate on anything, but no doubt the team, they called here on the PA announcer, calling for the team doctors to head down.
Was it Sidlowski? Because if so, he was on the bench fairly late.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying it is Sidlowski.
Well, yeah, and he was on the bench for a little bit, and he was able to walk down the tunnel.
Now he comes back out, so it wasn't him.
Maybe he went to go
go check on whoever is back there, apparently.
Yeah, this is adds to another thing to add to this strange night. But again, regardless what the situation is, they're calling for a doctor. We certainly hope whatever it is going to work out here and everybody's okay.
Certainly hope that that's the case. And for the record, we also want to wish the best to Brady Shaw from last night, too, who got injured. We don't want to wish any kind of physical ailments long-term or even short-term, really, on anybody. It was a clean hit from Dejan Mingo last night, and we will stress that it was a clean hit by Mingo last night, but that doesn't mean that we want bad things to happen to opponents. We do not. And so we want to wish the best to Brady Shaw out there, too.
Yeah, hard, clean, but unfortunate as well as a result, as you mentioned. I know Dejan Mingo a little bit on the social media took a little heat today. So he's done this now 2 years in a row, and he put a big hit on Cody Smith of the Norfolk Admirals last year. It's not Dejan Mingo's game. He doesn't go out hitting players, but he knows how to hit when those opportunities open up. And it's a game of contact. It's physical, and sometimes players end up getting injured in those types of plays.
And it was a clean hit last year as well from Mingo that drew a lot of ire, including from I think Daniel Carcillo, old NHLer, if I'm not mistaken, as Jacksonville tries to clear the puck out of the zone at their own end, and they do. Warren has it poke checked away, but Jacksonville still has possession. Shapiro over the blue line has it picked off by the Komets. Here come Fort Wayne. Just a two-man rush for them. Jacksonville has everybody deep. Fort Wayne gets a wrister away. It is wide. Comes free for the Icemen. Nice pass indirectly from Warren to Rabbit, who will gain the red line and then shovel it into the right of Munson. Verpass ahead of Rabbit. Rabbit steals it. Tries to center in front. It is deflected away. Comes free to the Komets, but they do not clear. Mingo with a bomb, and a save is made by Munson as the Icemen are trying to get a little more pressure offensively, looking for the equalizer.
Well, that was a good shot by Mingo. Pretty much he's going to wind it up anytime he's got a lane. That time the Icemen did a good job getting to the net and trying to create a little bit of traffic, just enough to maybe distract the goaltender Munson, get a tip opportunity, or create that screen. Clark and Rabbit were there in the area, and that's actually need to do more of that. Just more shooting in general, being outshot by 20 right now as we're approaching the halfway point of regulation.
Faceoff will be to the left of Patrick Munson. Komets win it. They do not clear it. It's held in by Everett Clark. Looking for McKinnon. Clark got taken down. No call there. Clark comes back, and the Icemen now a penalty coming. Is this on Jacksonville again? It is. Another penalty on Jacksonville. Delayed call. There's your touch. And now, look out! Munson goes after Clark. The goaltender came all the way to center ice and went after Clark. Everybody's by the Fort Wayne bench. It's a free-for-all right by the bench. Munson came all the way to Clark, and now Clark is being taken down by many players on the Komet bench. They're trying to throw punches from the bench out onto the ice. It is bedlam right now.
Is Clark in the bench right now, or did he get pulled in? He's right there. Yeah, he's in front of it right now, tied up.
Clark desperately trying to get away from the linesman, and does, and wants the goaltender, then gets pulled away again.
Well, I think the penalty was coming up to Clark, and I think Clark's had enough. He's like, enough of these penalties, and here we go again, McKinnon.
Now McKinnon going after Munson, I believe. Clark still trying to get away from Williams. Desperately, Williams pushes Clark into the penalty box.
And they topple down with the door open.
In fact, Williams, the linesman, lost his jersey, and he had to pull it back over his neck. What are we going to have from this? Several Fort Wayne players pounding away at Everett Clark from the bench onto the ice. You have to call something there. And a chorus of boos from the fans.
I didn't see what started the issue there with Munson and Clark. And what was Munson doing all the way up there? Are we inside of the media timeout? Was he just heading to the bench after the whistle?
It was a delayed penalty, so he was heading to the bench because of the delayed penalty.
The delayed penalty. That's right. He was all the way up there. So didn't see what happened there. That would make sense because you're right, the delayed penalty And, of course, he would go off for the extra tanker to come on. But, boy, Emerson Clark is heated. And, boy, oh, boy, he's racking up the minutes here today. And, yeah, he's screaming to the referee right now that he took a whack there and got cross-checked or slashed. But regardless, this all starts because of another penalty coming up here to Jacksonville. Now Carlson is getting chirped at by the bench. And I think what's happening now, Fort Wayne players are saying, we're going to come after you now, Carlson. And
oh, that would get awful interesting.
Kind of the eye for an eye situation. Carlson making a pace here in the corner, but they're going to have to sort this out. And Alexander Ross is going to earn his paycheck here tonight, but
I don't know if earn is the right word, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be worked to death here with the penalties he's got to call here, but I don't know. Another penalty here, and the initial penalty was going to go to, I believe it was one of the Clarks there for a slash on the stick, which the stick didn't even come out of the hand from what I could see. And if this is the case, it'll be the 7th power play? Yeah,
it would be number 7 if it stays that way. But here's my beef with this whole thing. There were no fewer than 2 Fort Wayne players on the bench, and I believe it was more, to be honest, but at minimum 2 from the bench that were throwing punches at Emerson Clark.
Right.
That's got to be, I mean, at least a major, if not a game. You cannot do that.
No,
you just
cannot.
can't.
You cannot do that. And we'll see how this plays out. And the only penalty on the board right now is to Emerson Clark.
I mean, I'm ready to go down to the ice.
The peanut vendors are after him. Of course, I'm quoting the movie Slap Shot, but yeah. But if you could get down there, Arlie, you'd be going after them.
I would be going after them. I'm small, but I'm short.
Yeah. Fiery.
Very fiery. 10:39 to go in the second period. 2 minutes are on the board for Ian McKinnon. So my guess is that he had the initial penalty.
Well, Clark was trying to lobby. He was upset about something. I think obviously what happened, he's trying to say he was baseball swinging, making that motion, say maybe someone from the bench whacked him when he was over there. I'm not really certain.
Now Carlson getting chirped at from the Fort Wayne bench. Maybe goalie to goalie, perhaps. Munson yelling at Carlson. Carlson has his glove off right now, but he's still in his crease for the moment. I think Carlson actually motioning Munson, get back in your crease, buddy. Listen to this crowd. They may be telling Munson that he got a game misconduct. I think I just saw Alexander Ross to go Munson and wave him towards the locker room. And then Munson saying, hey, Clark, you want to go? Crowd with a chorus of boos for Munson. Fort Wayne's goaltender appears to be done for the night. And so the original goaltender will come back in. A slashing major to Patrick Munson.
And that might have been what Clark was arguing and lobbying for there, that really what got that thing started. And so Kaler is going to come back into the game after being pulled, allowing 2 goals on 3 shots back in the first period.
If you're the Icemen, I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not saying that this is the right thing to do, but you consider them going after Cole Kaler.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I think if you're Carlson, you need to kind of watch your back here.
Sure.
At some point during this game. But Fort Wayne could maybe try to take a little liberty on him just because Clark made some contact with their goaltender. You see that oftentimes in this game, and that's the way it goes. But they're still trying to figure all this out. Still looks as if it's going to be a power play for Fort Wayne.
I'm not so sure if there's a 5-minute major to Munson. It could be a 2 and a 5.
Right, and then that would, maybe they just haven't posted it up there yet. But again, it's all you can really do is speculate on these penalties right now, Harley, based on what you see. But you're right, it was total bedlam there by the Fort Wayne bench. And this game is just getting more and more interesting. And we're not even at the halfway point of the regulation, Harley. We're going to be here till midnight. At this rate.
This is a remarkable contest. It has had everything and more. And yeah, like you said, we're not even halfway through yet. For Fort Wayne, 2 players with game misconducts, 3 actually if you include the goaltender. So it looks like we've got game misconducts for Chase Stewart and Kyle Haas for Fort Wayne. They must have been the 2 players from the bench that were throwing punches.
Yeah. Well,
and those are both defensemen, so that if that's the case, they'd be down to 4 defensemen. And 1 goaltender.
And 1 goaltender.
My question is, if they're getting game misconducts, do you give them 5 minutes for fighting as well? For throwing punches? Is it just a game misconduct and nothing more? And I'm asking, I'm not. I'm wondering what the rule is. If you're throwing punches from the bench multiple times, pounding away at somebody,
engaging in a fight.
You are engaging in a fight. Is that only a game misconduct by rule? That's really what my question is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guessing that the ECHL league offices may be rather finely tuned to this game tonight.
You got that right.
I wonder if perhaps they might even be able to speculate a little bit as Emerson Clark is heading to the locker room. I'm curious what he did, except for maybe being. Oh man, Emerson Clark went right after Cole Rui as he went to the locker room. The only thing I can think of for a game for him is that he was slow to go to the penalty box.
Yeah, you know, we've seen this before. You know, I mean, obviously he was fighting his way to get to the penalty box. I believe Trent Williams was the linesman that got him in there. You know, he kind of resisted, let's say, the getting into the penalty box there. But this is quite the affair here.
2 minutes have gone on the scoreboard for Fort Wayne. For Chase Stewart. Now Carlson makes his way to the blue line, and he's being told by Trent Williams, you better get back to your crease.
Yeah, I think he needed a new water bottle, and
that must have been it.
John Albert.
A drink right then.
Right there in that spot by the blue line closest to Fort Wayne's bench. It's an emotional game, Arlie, and there's no other sport like it. I got to tell you, it's there's so many things, unknowns and emotions, but even just the bizarre bounces in games. The game can change in an instant. And as you can tell, the fans here at Veterans Memorial Arena, they're not disappointed in how this has played out tonight.
This has been an exceptionally long delay as well, as Alexander Ross just flat out has his hands full this weekend. Didn't have to be this way.
No, yeah. And again, a lot of this starts now.
Stewart's heading to the locker room for Fort Wayne. Ross is talking with John Albert. 2 minutes on the board for each team, which by rule should also not be happening. The only time it's 2 minutes for each team is when it's only 2 minutes for each team. So it should not be 4-on-4 play. That would be incorrect. I believe anyway. I believe that would be the case. Anytime there's more than just the 2 minor penalties.
Well, once they get caught up here on the penalties, but the second lengthy delay here, and I'll tell you what, I'm all for these 2 teams playing a lot more often.
Sure. Any chance that Fort Wayne ends up in the South Division next year?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'd be on board with that. I'd lobby for that, but you know, you look at this series, 2 teams at separate conferences, but this is the 4th and final game of the regular season between the 2. And when you look at how the first 3 games were, all great games. They were all decided in overtime. And I mean, we're looking at that possibility again tonight, but then here tonight is just a completely different game. It's been more about the physical thing and the extracurriculars, but again, just a lot of bizarre things here. 27-7, the Komets out shooting Jacksonville, but we got a 1-goal game at the halfway point.
I literally just saw Alexander Ross, the referee, skate out to center ice and say 4-on-4, 4-on-4 with his fingers, and then get told, no, it's 5-on-5. Then he goes 5-on-5, 5-on-5. That literally just happened.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that job tonight, trying to sort all this out.
So now the penalty times are off the board. We skate 5-on-5 on the ice somehow through all of that.
Well, you had alluded to the fact those penalties shouldn't have been up there based on the rule, and they got it right. Well, Arlie, here you go. Another big delay and another big skirmish. And again, we talk about the emotion in this game. This is another point in the game. You know, who's going to feed off it the most? And we'll see how this plays out.
I think we're almost ready for hockey here. We'll probably give you the penalties in roughly about an hour and a half. It'll take a long time to sift through that. If the scoreboard matters to you tonight, it's 3-2 Fort Wayne. There's 10:39 to go in the second period. That almost appears secondary to everything else that is going on tonight, though. Puck is down. We are playing live hockey. The Komets have the puck. Petrozelli redirects into the zone. We'll give you the penalties when we can, as the Icemen play it up the left wing side. It is Hedden for Albert. Albert will forehand in. Back in net for Fort Wayne is Cole Kaler. As the Icemen keep the puck in the zone briefly, Komets get it back. They'll chip it off the glass and out. Luke Shiplow backhands back into the zone. And it's Kaler playing it to the left side for her pass. So Clark got 5 minutes for slashing also, and a game misconduct for abuse of officials.
He's been penalized for that and disciplined by the league already for that this year. And it looks as if he'll be getting a call again here in the coming days for the same thing.
Fort Wayne all alone. Big save by Carlson. Rebound swept into the boards by Jacksonville's Kyle Shapiro. Daou will flip it ahead for Wasey Rabbit. Goes off of his glove and into the Fort Wayne bench. So it will be a face-off in Jacksonville's defensive zone with 9:32 to go. Including that shot there, Fort Wayne is now out shooting Jacksonville 28-7. Yet the Icemen still only trail by 1. Limited bench for each team here. For Jacksonville, 8 players on the bench, 8 skaters plus goaltender. For Fort Wayne, 8 skaters and no goaltender for the Komets. Face-off is to the right of Carlson. Jacksonville wins it. Mingo stick handles right up the middle for Dauda. Dauda flips it in, and Mingo, the defenseman, chases after it. He's first on the puck. Has it stripped loose, however, by Gallipo. And it's Fort Wayne playing it ahead to center ice. Deflected into Jacksonville's end. Could be icing, but they will wave it off, saying that Rimshow got there first. And he did, admittedly. Fort Wayne with a wrister towards goal. It is deflected wide on the play. Chase Lang tracks it down away from Lazarchik. Lazarchik cannot take it away. Adam Dauda, third man in, and then he loses it back to Lazarchik. Good stick-to-itiveness there by Lazarchik, number 88 for Fort Wayne. Jacksonville pokes it up the near side wall. Clark will clear it out. No icing as Gallipo hustles after it. Kaler, the goaltender, will play it himself to center. And Harrison drives it in on net, and Kaler was a little shaky with that one, too, from about 80 feet away.
Yeah, he responded really late to that. Of course, the puck took a funny skip off the ice there, but boy, that one he wasn't too certain about. Fortunately for him, and that one went wide.
Puck is in the neutral zone, and the Icemen track it down. It is Daou trying to beat his man wide. Leaves it for Rabbit. Shot on net. Kaler with a bit of a stick on it. Another shot deflects just off the side of the net. Comes free for Daou. Centering feed. Comes all the way to the point. Shapiro centering feed. Deflected and a save made by Kaler. Excellent redirect there, I believe, by Daou, as Warren keeps it moving for Jacksonville. He gets hit from behind right in front of the official. No call as the Komets skate out to center ice. And Christie literally stood up on his bench as we have a whistle and an offside call.
Yeah,
Jason Christie absolutely beside himself.
Yeah, it's just, you wonder why you're getting games like this between these two teams. They're getting out of hand, and there's just things being missed. You know, I don't think it's so much Alexander Ross isn't calling things, but he's just not seeing them. And again, you know, if he can't see it, he can't call it. But again, it's another.
It was right in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean, he saw that one.
I didn't see if he saw it, but I'm just saying
in general. It was a choice. That one was a choice.
Another missed opportunity for the Icemen to go on the power play. And how much more is this going to go on?
Komets have the puck to the right of their netminder. When we get the chance, we will try and give you all the penalties. Meanwhile, Jacksonville, the centering pass, it is knocked away by Fort Wayne, taken back by the Icemen. Chase Lang in the right wing corner. Tries to leave it into the far boards. Hedden steps in, gets the puck rolling to Shapiro. Rister into the opposite wall. And Lang will track it down there for Jacksonville. Here's some offensive zone possession time for the Icemen. Something that has been very few and far between tonight. Hedden has it tapped away by the Komets. Verpass on his backhand. Around the wall for Doherty. Doherty chips it up the wall. Leidsman cannot hold it in the zone. Icing will be waved off as Shapiro chases it down deep in his own zone. Flipping it to the left for Hedden. All kinds of space. Long outlet pass. Deflects behind the Komet net. No icing here either as Kaler flips it around the boards. And the Komets will stick handle out to center. Outlet pass for Lazarchik, who will deflect in to the left of Carlson. Mingo, nice feed ahead for McKinnon. McKinnon out to center ice. He'll move it in. It goes through the crease, waving off the icing, and Jacksonville keeps the puck because of it. Centering pass knocked away. The Icemen try to get it back. Dowda is in there hustling with the help of Everett Clark. They keep it in the zone. Clark looking for Dowda, but it went right through his skates to the Komets. They'll skate out 2-on-2 in transition. Sidlowski over the blue line, centering feed, and Lazarchik pops one wide on the forehand. The Icemen get the puck back with a little space. Here is McKinnon. From the red line, Ian McKinnon taps it into the zone and chases after it. Gallipo first on the puck, poking it free for Doherty. Down to 6:14 to go in the second period. It's Fort Wayne 3, Jacksonville 2. Doherty at the red line, drifting back into his own zone. Cross ice look. Jenks taps it free, and it's going to be an offside call against the Komets with 6:02 to go. All right, so here are your penalties. You want to do the honors on this one, Reader? There's a lot.
You go right ahead, Arlie.
Oh, I was hoping that you would say yes. Okay, for Jacksonville first, it's Ian McKinnon, 2 minutes for slashing. Emerson Clark, a 5-minute major for slashing, and a 10-minute game misconduct for abuse of officials. For Fort Wayne, and you know what, we'll give you Fort Wayne at the next whistle because there's just too much going on here. Jacksonville takes it into the Komet zone. They're first on the puck. Warren rims it around, but the Komets are there on it first. Matthew Bowdens at the blue line, just over the line. The Icemen get it back at center ice. Playing it wing to wing for Shiplow. Shiplow ahead for Daou, has it poke-checked away, and the Komets will bring it up the right side with Petrozelli. Petrozelli looking to go wide on Shapiro, leaving the puck for Bowdens. Bowdens waits for a trailer, but it's deflected away by the Icemen. Daou for Shapiro, he's got Rabbit with him. Wasey Rabbit over the blue line onside, and a line change for the Icemen with 5:17 to go in the second. The Komets with plenty of time in their own end. Gallipo right up the middle for Rimsha. Rimsha leaves it for Sidlowski. His shot is blocked. It deflects up high for the Icemen. Lang in the neutral zone. Waits for a man on the right, then cuts back to the left. He's over the blue line and onside. Lang at the left wing circle. Wrist shot. Whistles wide to the far post. And it caroms off the wall all the way out to the Jacksonville line. Leidsman ahead for Lang, who will deflect in behind the net of Kaler. Kaler leaves it for Gallipo, and it's stolen there by the Icemen. Leidsman cannot handle the pass. It jumps off of his stick back into his own end. Good outlet pass for Leidsman. Albert tried to set up Hedden, and now he does get him over the line as Lang cuts to net. Centering pass goes off a leg, comes back. Hedden looking for the wraparound. Lang with a forehand, and he popped it over everything, over the glass and off the protective netting. I would normally take a break, but you know what? Not this time. Too much going on. Let's go back to the Fort Wayne penalties, all at 10:39 of the second period. We'll start with their goaltender, Patrick Munson, a 5-minute major for slashing and a game misconduct to go with it. For Chase Stewart, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct and a game misconduct. And Kyle Haas, just a 10-minute game misconduct. And I'm under the assumption that those were the two players that were throwing punches from the bench and why they were given game misconducts. I'm assuming they were not even on the ice at the time. And that, for now, is everything. Do we have a total penalty minutes right now?
I got a total 61 penalty minutes for Jacksonville, 59 for Fort Wayne, for a total 120 penalty minutes between the two teams at the halfway mark here of regulation. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, I believe that is a season high in the ECHL for most penalty minutes for two teams in a game. The Icemen did have that with South Carolina with 118 penalty minutes, and then it got tied later by 2 other teams. I don't remember which game that was, but 120 penalty minutes so far here in this hockey game between the 2 teams.
And that was all in the first half of this hockey game.
Yeah.
Icemen win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Shiplow just lofts it towards net, well over the crossbar, but Kaler will glove it down and take the faceoff instead. Kaler is a left-hander, so his catching glove is on his right hand. Very unusual to see the lefty goalies these days, but I think we have seen a couple of them this year, if I'm not mistaken, including Thompson in South Carolina is a wrong armor as well.
Breaking down penalties in guys of double digits here tonight. Looking at Munson, Stewart, 15 for Munson, 19 for Stewart, 15 for Haas, 17 for Thrower, 26 penalty minutes for Clark.
Jacksonville cannot get the steal in the offensive zone. They will get it back at center ice, but Mingo's pass intended for Dowdo is well behind him, and the Komets take possession. No scoring in this second period. It has been wild, though. Fireworks aplenty. Just hasn't involved goal scoring. Fort Wayne takes it into the Jacksonville zone. Shiplow turns and fires. It is stolen by Fort Wayne. At the blue line, Doherty plays it right to left. Verpass with a shot that is deflected wide. Fort Wayne tries to bank it in, and Carlson is there, and there's a man down for Jacksonville. That is Shiplow. And Shiplow now yelling at the linesman. Ross definitely did not see that one. And now Shiplow is fuming at Ross. .346 to go in the second period. This game moving at a snail's pace. Almost 2 hours in, and we still have plenty of time left in the second period.
Yeah, bold prediction here. Real bold. This could be the longest game of the season, Arlie.
I believe
you're right.
As far
as overall time.
Komets win the faceoff. Jacksonville now with a steal. Daou, can he get around his man? No, he does get it to center ice, but that's it. The Komets bring it back into the zone. Playing it himself is Carlson right up the wall. What a pass from Carlson, the goaltender, to Daou, who will forehand it into the Fort Wayne end. Comes back to the blue line. Shapiro with a drive. It's blocked in front. The Icemen cannot get to the loose puck, and Fort Wayne starts out on a 3-on-2 in transition. It is Jones, right wing side, cuts to the slot, gets a shot away. It is deflected wide, and then off the crossbar on the attempt from Bayless. Comes up high. Fort Wayne holds it into the zone. The Icemen catch a break there as the Komets had a wide open net from a sharp angle, but Bayless put it off the pipe. Jacksonville back at center. Over the line it is Shapiro. Drop pass for Daou. Daou for the trailer and Hedden. Alone in the slot. Forehand, save, rebound, still loose. Komets have it. And Sidlowski will shift away from a man and then start the charge forward. Great opportunity there from the Icemen to equalize this one as Carlson will play it up the wall for Hedden. Mike Hedden with an outlet pass on the tape of Chase Lang. Lang over the blue line, lost the handle, but they get it right back. Mike Hedden in the left wing corner. Around the wall, all the way to the blue line for Mingo. Mingo's shot deflects right into the slot. Forehand, score! John Albert has tied it at 3.
Second of the game for Albert, too. He tends to score in pairs. I know he got his first 2 goals of the season in a 2-goal performance. Gets one here to tie up this wild, wild game, but a good keep-in by Mingo. Got it blocked initially, but it went right to Albert, and he made him pay with the shot from the slot.
Mingo and Hedden will assist at 17:40. A turnaround shot from the high slot in a heavy screen. Kaler had little chance with so many bodies in front. And the golf clap on the Jumbotron from Johnny Albert. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call as the Icemen take it back into the zone.
John Albert! Assisted by number 10, Dejan Mingo. And number 8, Mike Hedden. Time to goal, 17 minutes, 40 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal, scored by number 16, John Albert. Assisted by Mingo and Hedden. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 40 seconds.
It's 3-3, miraculously, as the Icemen try to clear out of their own zone. It is bottled up deep behind their own net, but Jacksonville in possession, at least for now. Mingo digs it away from a couple of men. as the Komets get another steal. Looking for the turnaround. It goes back to the blue line for pass, holds it in. Rister in a screen, deflects behind the net. Mingo takes it away from Bowdens and will start the rush right up the middle and out to center. Mingo gets around a couple men, fell down on the play, but he gets it ahead for McKinnon, then for Dowda. Dowda playing it behind the goal. McKinnon hustles for it. He's first on the puck. McKinnon back for Dowda on his backhand side. Into the left wing corner is Dowda. Dowda to the slot. Rabbit with a one-timer and a save by Kaler as the Icemen are on the doorstep again, looking for their first lead of the night. Just got word about the Fort Wayne injury from several minutes ago when they asked for the trainer. Apparently a Fort Wayne player got his arm stuck in the door of the bench. And apparently not a good scene, as they say. Don't know who that person is. Perhaps we can do maybe a numerical check at some point in time. You know, of course, considering who has already been given a game misconduct, so it's going to take a while. As the Komets try to come back, what a great recovery by Chase Harrison. His recovery prevented what would have been a breakaway for Sidlowski. Final minute of the second period. The Icemen with the puck. Mingo off the wall, back into the Fort Wayne end. Komets with it at their own line. Sidlowski cannot gain it into the zone. The Icemen now take over. It is Rabbit over the blue line and onside. Leaves it for Mingo. Tries to go back to Rabbit. It's deflected behind the net. Rabbit tried the bank shot, and it was not there for him. Fort Wayne takes possession. Gallipo, nice deke around a man. But his pass got caught in the skates of Rimsha. He'll drive it around the wall instead. 20 seconds to go in the period. Carlson sticks the puck to the side. Jacksonville with possession in their own zone. Fort Wayne's getting a line change. It is Harrison. Cross ice for Mingo, just 10 seconds to go. The Icemen appear to be content just letting the clock tick away off to the locker room. 4 seconds to go. It will be an icing call against Jacksonville. So the Komets will have 1.4 seconds to go in this period. Not a lot of time, but I've seen stranger things happen. The Icemen, despite getting outshot 28-12 at this point, are tied up with Fort Wayne at 3-3 on a late goal from John Albert. Face-off is to Carlson's right. Puck is down, the Komets win it, but they can't do anything with it. And we will head to the locker room as the fireworks continue to fly in this one. It's a 3-3 hockey game, but that's actually the undercard to this game. Really, the main event is just that, the main event, and all the fights and the slashes and the game misconducts and the 120 combined penalty minutes and the 0 power plays with those 120 minutes for the Icemen.
That's the biggest anomaly I think you could come up with here right now, is the fact that there's that many penalty minutes but 0 power plays. But, well, we'll see how this plays out here the rest of the way. But we're 40 minutes through, Arlie, and a very bizarre but entertaining game here for the folks here in downtown Jacks.
Somehow, Jacksonville ended up out-shooting Fort Wayne in that second period. Remember, they were so heavily outshot in the first period, 21-3. You look at the shots on goal, and it's 28-12. You think, oh man, Jacksonville obviously got it handed to them in that second period. But no, they did not. Jacksonville actually outshot Fort Wayne 10-8 in that period. So 2-period total. Fort Wayne with 28, they'll say, and Jacksonville with 13 now. They just added an extra one. And we will take a break. We'll come back, and honestly, I think it would be a disservice to us, Reader, if we didn't just talk about this game a little bit more in detail when we come back from this break. So we will do that and come back in just a little bit. It is a 3-3 hockey game between the Komets and Jacksonville Icemen. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Net, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner. And Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Player save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
We are back in downtown Jacksonville at the Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you on Mixler and ECHL.TV. What a Donnybrook we have had out there on the ice. Total barn burner. This game has had absolutely everything and much, much more. It's a 3-3 contest between the Icemen and Fort Wayne Komets, but that is really not the story. The story has been all the penalties, the game misconducts, the fights from the bench, the slashes, the lack of power plays for Jacksonville. This game, again, has had everything. 120 total penalty minutes in this contest. It's actually very even in terms of penalty minutes between the two teams. Fort Wayne 59 penalty minutes, Jacksonville 61 penalty minutes. But somehow Fort Wayne, out of their 59 penalty minutes, none of them have involved a power play for Jacksonville. The Komets are 2 for 6 on the power play. Jacksonville 0 for 0 as I bring Alex Reed back in. And this game, there's not really a blueprint for this kind of game. It is just entirely off the charts what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, without question. And I mean, this has been one of those games that you'll remember just because of how bizarre it is. With the shot differential, the penalty differential, but 120 penalty minutes. We've had delays for multiple brawls, and then of course another delay for a player, as we mentioned, who got his arm caught in the door on the bench. I mean, these are all, you certainly hope that he's okay, but it just adds to a night that has just been certainly one to remember for sure. And this game here, a big third period, tied at 3. I'll tell you what, we got ourselves quite the finish here in this one. But I think the thing that really sticks out in a game of this magnitude where both teams are doing stuff is the power play differential in this game. It's pretty staggering. And, I mean, look, some of the penalties have been, the Icemen delay games, and they've been very undisciplined at times, high stickings and things like that. But there's been a lot of things that have been missed here on the other side where opportunities where Jacksonville could have been on a power play. It hasn't been called here. But again, it can only be called if it's seen. And as you said earlier, a couple of them have been. It's just one of those games that is at a point now where it's tied, but it could get out of control real fast.
And, from the Iceman perspective, and let's talk game now as opposed to the penalties, the fact that they are tied somehow in this contest, I think it's got to give them a huge boost going into the locker room. So it makes me curious what the message is going to be from Jason Christie. Is it continue the physical play, or is it, guys, we have an opportunity to win this game. Play hockey. We're better than them right now.
Yeah.
Win this third period, win the game, take the split, and maybe use this as a galvanizing moment for this team to maybe be this game that potentially can turn a season around.
Yeah, I mean, right now, your back's against the wall. And for the Icemen right now, whether it's the case or not, and I don't think that it is. There's nothing personal going on here. But, I think they're taking the fact that, all the penalties have been stacked. The cards have been stacked. The deck's been stacked against them here tonight. And you're right. These could be used as motivators. I really liked how the team finished the period there. I felt a little bit of a shift in the control and the pace there and possession in favor of Jacksonville. They got some shots in there on Kaler and obviously ended up getting the one goal that's tied this game. So it is going to be, I think, a rallying point potentially for this team if they decide to use it that way.
And remember, since you mentioned Cole Kaler, he was the starting goaltender in this game, but he allowed 2 goals on the first 3 shots that he faced. And despite getting outshot at the time, the Icemen, that is, getting outshot, I think like 18-3, they actually pulled the goaltender at that point, and that's not exactly a move you make for, to try and change momentum. That is a move you make when your goaltender is not good, at least for that night.
At night, yeah.
And then a period later, he has to come back in, where it was clear that he was taken out because of his performance. So I wonder how his confidence is right now. He allowed another goal, obviously, late in that period as well to John Albert. And if you're the Icemen, you got to think this is a guy that, his coach didn't show confidence in him early in the game. We put 3 goals by him in 12 shots. We've got him, and let's make him realize, that maybe he is still shaky, and that is something else that the Icemen could capitalize on here.
Well, he's seen 9 shots. He's allowed 3 goals against. And again, listen, it's also a chance for redemption for Kaler, a guy that, again, he wasn't the reigning ECHL Player of the Week for any reason other than he's pretty good. And you talked about his numbers. He's their go-to guy. But he has been a little shaky this week. Didn't have a great performance down against the Everblades on Wednesday. And then a rough start here in this game as well. So, again, if you're the Icemen, you started to attack him a little bit. You were able to punch through with a goal, that one by Albert. I think you just keep trying to go at him here and try to maintain that pace and get back to the game that you had last night where things were a lot quieter and you were gritty and controlling and winning puck battles.
We will take another break and return in just a moment. Third period, still about 5 minutes and change away. The Icemen and Fort Wayne Komets are tied at 3 in an absolutely wild game here in Jacksonville. We'll be back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
We are ready for what is sure to be a thrilling third period and perhaps beyond. Let's remember, this is game 4 of a 4-game season series between these two teams. The previous 3 games have all been decided in overtime, and we are tied here going into the third.
That's absolutely right. It's been very, very tight. So it's I would not be surprised at all with this game is going on. I could see this game going to a shootout in probably extra rounds. I mean, why not? Because the way this game has been, anything's possible.
Quick update on the Fort Wayne player that apparently got their arm caught in the door, in the bench door. It's their current leading scorer, Brett McKenzie, at least active leading scorer in Brett McKenzie. That is a huge loss for Fort Wayne. They lost Brady Shaw in overtime last night from Dejan Mingo's clean hit, and now without Brett McKenzie as well. So the Komets are without a little bit of firepower. They still have plenty left. They are a very potent offensive team. They average a full goal per game on average, more than the Icemen. Fort Wayne averages 3.6 goals a game. For Jacksonville, only 2.6. Teams start 5-on-5. Third period is underway. Jacksonville skating from our left to right as the Komets take it into the Icemen zone. Lazarchuk battles for it against Luke Shiplow. Shiplow takes the body. Fort Wayne with a pass towards the blue line. They will keep it in the zone. Doherty flips it behind the net for Lazarchuk. Lazarchuk has it poke checked away by Shiplow, but gets it right back. Lazarchuk now loses the handle. It comes free to Hedden. Hedden holds the puck briefly and gives himself a little more space. From center ice, he'll slam it around the wall. Comes all the way to the blue line where Albert tries to hold it in, but he can't. It is Lazarchuk for the Komets, all by himself for now. Picks up a trailer and will toss it in behind the Jacksonville net. Rimsha and Mingo fight for it. Mingo takes the body, but a steal by Fort Wayne. All alone is Petrozelli, and a save is made by Carlson. Rebound comes way up high, possible 2-on-1 for Jacksonville. Rabbit, left wing side, waits for a trailer, could not get the pass away to Daou. Comes around to the right wing side for Shapiro. Throws it through the goal mouth, and it goes wide on a deflection. Mingo with one hand on the stick cannot keep the puck in the zone. The Icemen now lose it at center ice. The Komets have a 3-man rush. Jenks with a wrist shot, save made, rebound, another save, and it comes free to the Icemen. 2 huge saves by Adam Carlson as the Icemen flip it to an open wing. Brendan Warren turns to his forehand side, moves it ahead for Daou, just missed on the 2-on-1. Jenks got a piece of that pass. If he didn't, it was a clear-cut 2-on-1. 18:23 to go in the third period. 3-3 hockey game. We'll see if all the fireworks with the physical play is over, as a big hit from Jacksonville in the crowd with a bit of a rise from that. See if these two teams just decide to play hockey for the rest of this contest to see who wins it. Everett Clark into the offensive zone for Dowda. Back to Clark, went right through him, and it comes high to the Komets. They'll skate out to center. Bayless will forehand in on net. Carlson will play it himself off the glass for Dowda. Dowda around the back of his net for Harrison, who drives it off the wall. Not out yet. Held in by Bayless. Bayless has it deflected up high. Comes free to Jacksonville. Clark all by himself. He'll just softly forehand in and get a line change. Fort Wayne in possession. Behind his own net is Gabriel Verpass. Verpass just standing there. The Icemen counter with Chase Lang, Mike Hedden, and John Albert. Albert has been the offensive star tonight for Jacksonville with a pair of goals, including the game-tying goal late in the second period. Jacksonville deep in their own zone. They try to clear. Can't do it yet. Lazarchik's pass is deflected. Comes up high towards the line, and it's Jacksonville taking over. Lang tries to step around the outside around Gallipo. Moves it behind the net, but the Komets have control of it there. And Sidlowski will forehand it for Gallipo. Gallipo at center ice gives it up to Luke Shiplow. Bouncing puck, and the Komets will take it in way offside is the call. Drake Rimsha was a solid 10 or 15 feet in the zone.
Yeah, a little bit of pace here, back and forth. Both teams getting some rushes going down the ice. It's kind of been very back and forth, Darley, and maybe a couple of scary chances there for Fort Wayne. Carlson having to make a couple of good saves, but seems if right now the two teams focused on getting the next goal here in this game, tied at 3 early in the third.
The Icemen control. It is Shapiro ahead for Daou, who will deflect in, and Brendan Warren is first on the puck. Warren waits for a trailer. It is deflected away by the Komets. Jenks flips it for Petrozelli, moving it to the neutral zone. Jenks gives it up there, and Jacksonville has possession. Jenks now with a steal. Center ice, it is Binkley for Gallipo. Gives it up, a steal from Jacksonville. Warren with Daou. Warren with a centering pass, it is blocked. He had Daou on the doorstep, but he couldn't get it to him. Bowdens will move it to an open side and out to center ice. The Icemen still looking for their first power play all night long. I wonder if they will ever get one tonight as the Komets play it into the zone. It is Shapiro to the left side. Long outlet pass. Clark got a piece of it, but not enough to control it. It was an aerial pass. He did well just to get a stick on it at all. The Komets now deflect into the zone. Left side of Carlson. Centering feed. They can't get the shot away, but they do keep the puck. It is Doherty faking the shot and moving it to Verpass. Verpass with a shot. That is blocked. Comes to Jacksonville. They will skate with the puck. Moving it up the right wing side. It is McKinnon taking it over the line and behind the Fort Wayne net for Clark. Clark tries to center. He is double teamed and gives it up. And the Komets will take it out to the neutral zone. Bayless shifting from his left to his right, gains the line and leaves it for Jones. Jones into the corner. Petschenig, who we've seen very little of tonight for the Komets. To the blue line for Gallipo, but it's out of the zone. It was a poor pass. Gallipo had to take it at center ice before waiting for his teammates to clear the zone. Now he'll carry it in. It's Dauda for the Icemen. Around the wall for Hedden, kicks it behind the net, and then gets it back on the give and go. Hedden flips it up the left wing side. Held up there by the Komets, but it comes right back to Dauda. Dauda for Jacksonville. Wrister on net, and a glove save by Kaler. He will freeze it and take the draw to his right. Just over 5 minutes gone by in the third period. It's Jacksonville 3, Fort Wayne 3. The Icemen have not led in this game. They trailed 1-0 and tied it. Then they trailed 3-1 and came back to tie it. Remember that goal real quick from Brendan Warren, which closed it from 3-1 to 3-2, just 6 seconds after Fort Wayne had taken a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that was the key moment there, I think, in the game. They just gave the Icemen, okay, we are right back in it. Again, just 6 seconds after, that was a huge response there for Jacksonville.
Shiplow, what a move into the slot. Can't get the shot away, however, and the Komets will backhand it just over the line and out to the neutral zone. Lang shifts around one man, drives it off the boards, but gives it up. The Komets backhand in behind Carlson's net. Shiplow pivots away from one man, feeds it off the glass. Can he get it to Hedden? It's going to be close. Hedden tries to deflect at it. Puck bounces high in the air, and the Icemen get it in and skate with Albert. Albert into the offensive zone. Spins away from Doherty. Great pivot there. Saucer pass to the line for Harrison, who just holds it in. Back into the slot, it is deflected away, and the Komets have a 4-man attack if they want it. They choose not to. They'll just slam it over the crossbar of Carlson on the clear in. Sweeping it back behind the net. Harrison hustles after it against Sidlowski. Harrison jams it forward towards the blue line. Verpass holds it in, but Harrison has it right back. Plenty of space here for Chase Harrison with 14 minutes on the clock in the third period. Outletting it for Rabbit, who will deflect in behind the net of Kaler. Right to left pass for Verpass. Verpass for Sidlowski. Back for Verpass. In his own end for Doherty. Outlet pass knocked away by Jacksonville. Komets get it back. Sidlowski over the blue line. To the right and a slap shot. Right skate save made by Carlson. Just got it with the toe. Komets hold it in. A blast from Rimsha that goes wide. Goes behind the net, and the Komets look to center. A slap shot from Binkley that goes well wide. More pressure here from the Komets. Cross ice look, and fortunate that Binkley couldn't handle it. He does keep it in the zone, but if he had been able to handle it, he had a lot of space on the right wing side. He was unmarked. Jacksonville desperately just trying to clear it out at this point. Warren hustles after it, but Bayless beats him to it. Poke checked away, but held in. Binkley with a slap shot well over the crossbar. Comes up high for the Icemen, and it is Daou finally flipping it out to the Fort Wayne blue line. The Komets coming right back. It is Gallipo from the circle, and a save made by Carlson. 12:48 to go, and another couple more guys pushing and shoving. Everett Clark this time against Olivier Gallipo. We'll take a break. 12:48 to go in the third. It is Jacksonville 3, Fort Wayne 3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Player save by Dubnik, rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Face off in the Jacksonville defensive zone. The Komets win it. Mingo tries to slam it around the wall. It kind of lost its steam a little bit, but he does work it free to the neutral zone. Loose there, and the Komets clear the zone. Mingo first on the puck, right up the middle. Bouncing puck, but it goes tape to tape. Long outlet pass, and Lang has it tape to tape. To the left side for Hedden, they're onside. Hedden curls at the half wall and looks for a man on a trailer. Still it's Hedden. Behind the net for Albert. Albert turns to his backhand side, into the slot. Hedden, a wonderful save made by Kaler, his best of the night. Mingo with a drive, that is blocked in front. Kaler just got enough of it with the steal of his skate blade, I believe. As Hedden was set up by Albert. This line is maybe the best I've seen this line, and especially this tandem, Albert and Hedden together. They've been wonderful tonight.
Yeah, a couple veteran guys, and nearly connected again here on an opportunity. Again, a great look rip that time by Hedden. Just missed there as Kaler making a dynamite save.
Here's Dowda for Clark into the zone. Clark into the slot. McKinnon fanned on the one-timer. He was well set up, but it was a bouncing puck.
Yep.
Clark on the back check tries to knock it free, and he has the puck in his own territory. Flipping it up the wall on the backhand, but Gallipo holds in. Cross ice, it's Binkley. Wrist shot, bangs off the pipe to the short side. Carlson didn't see it until very late. Went off the outside of the post and stayed out. It's a couple of bars that Fort Wayne has caught tonight. Komets in the neutral zone. They'll redirect in. Will this be icing? Yes, against Fort Wayne with 11:13 to go. The Icemen are getting outshot 34-15, but we're tied 3-3.
Well, the fewest amounts of shots taken in the game for Jacksonville this year was against the Indy Fuel. We referenced that game last night.
Yeah.
But back on November 20th, the Icemen had 14 shots on net, but they're well above that now, Arlie, with 15.
Yeah, they're crushing it with time to spare.
But you know what? They've been very efficient with the 15 shots, and big part of why it's a 3-3 game right now.
Yeah, shots on goal does not determine wins and losses.
It does not. Again, it's the old phrase that we say, they don't let's count just how many at the game's end. And
the Icemen send out Wasey Rabbit for this faceoff, and he wins it cleanly. Harrison from the blue line, slap shot is blocked in front, never reached the net. Mingo pinches in to hold it in the zone, looking for Warren.
right point covering for Mingo, and a wrister from distance, and a save made by Kaler. And he will hold on to this one. Face-off will be to his left-hand side.
Has a good selection there to take the shot. There wasn't really the pass across the ice without maybe making it a risky pass. He looked over at Harrison, decided, hey, there's a little bit of traffic in front. If I can get this through, maybe it'll find the back of the net. Kaler made a good job mapping that puck out through traffic.
And if nothing else, another offensive zone draw. We'll see if Rabbit can win another one. And a stick up high penalty on Fort Wayne. Delayed call. I have to pick my jaw up off the floor before we keep play. As Fort Wayne gets to the touch, it's a power play for the Icemen. It's a power play for the Icemen. It's a power play for the Icemen.
There you go, an emphatic call by Arlie Johnson. And yes, you are right. I have to find the power play numbers. They're somewhere in here, but here we go. It's 10:51 remaining in regulation, and the Icemen get an opportunity here with the man advantage, and it was an obvious call here. It was just a high sticking and came up high, and this one is going to go for Jacksonville, and a chance and a tie game to try to get the go-ahead marker.
It is the first power play for Jacksonville in over 4.5 periods. They didn't have a power play last night after the first period either. So let's dust off these numbers here a little bit. The Icemen 17th in the league on the power play at 15.7%. Fort Wayne's penalty kill, they are susceptible here. They're 21st in the league on the penalty kill, 79.9%. That is 21st again in the league.
And no, if you're just listening, the Giants did not win the pennant, Arlie. It was just a power play for the Icemen.
Just a power play. Just a power play. Nothing more. But I am still amazed, that being said. And what a huge juncture. The Icemen can take their first lead of the game with this power play. Another stick up high on Shiplow, who just stops dead in his tracks and looks at the referee Ross as the Icemen skated into the offensive zone. It's Albert rimming it around all the way to Hedden at the left point. Hedden into the bumper for Albert. Then to the point, it's Shiplow for Clark. Clark right circle. To the line for Shiplow. Left side, it's Hedden. Hedden looks for the seam pass, goes to the line instead. Shiplow for Clark, one-timer deflects wide on the play. And Doherty tries to clear, but Shiplow holds it in. Shiplow for Clark at the right circle. Into the bumper, redirect, and a save made by Kaler.
Yeah.
Beautiful feed from Clark to Albert, who was looking for the hat trick.
Oh, man, that would have set the building on fire there. The roof would have blown off, but what a save by Kaler there, and a good setup there by Jacksonville. And Albert able to get into that right spot there, right in the slot in the middle between the hash marks. Kaler coming up big with he's made some big stops here in this third period. He's trying to make amends for maybe a sluggish start here to this hockey game, but a good chance there for Jacksonville, just goes for naught.
Face-off is to Kaler's left. Komets win it. Sidlowski turns and fires it out. Still 50 seconds to go on this power play. Mingo has the puck behind his own net. Rimsha drifts by on his forecheck. Warren quickly ahead for Daou. Into the zone, lead pass for Dauda. Couldn't redirect it on net, but the Icemen get it back. Around to the near side half boards, it's Daou to the line for Mingo, right side. Cross ice, it's Warren. Wrister goes just wide in a screen. Daou collects it. To the line, it's Mingo. Fakes the shot. Daou, right circle, closes, fires, off a leg, save is made. Rebound is loose, still loose. And we've got a whistle. A whistle from the referee. He lost sight of the puck. The puck was loose. It had already gone towards the blue line. It was not exactly right on the doorstep at that point, but it was loose the whole time just the same. But Ross blows the play dead. Went right through the legs of Kaler, I think, but his legs were not exactly towards the goal, so it kind of went backwards away from the net as it went through his legs. 20 seconds to go on the power play for the Icemen. Lang wins the draw cleanly for Jacksonville. Mingo with a wrister and a glove save by Kaler, who is starting to play much better, obviously, in this third period now. And Jacksonville all the way up to 19 shots on goal as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're screaming back in that category. That's what they got to do, continue to get some shots on net. And, Kaler's stepping up big, though, despite the increased workload here in this third period.
Icemen win another draw. It is Shiplow. Cross ice for Mingo, tapping it for Hedden, right circle. Wrist shot saved by Kaler, and a no rebound again. So the Icemen have gotten 3 quality looks in about the last 15 seconds, all off faceoffs as well.
or at least the last 2 off faceoffs.
Yeah, and they've been winning draws, and we said that was one of the touch points today. They're going to have to be better on their faceoffs than they were last night. Fort Wayne dominated that category and that stat last night and really in the first part of this game. But Jacksonville not only winning draws, but doing so in pivotal moments here up on the power play in the offensive zone.
Just 4 seconds left on this power play, so Dejan Mingo, who's at the right point, has to be very careful as Gabriel Verpass comes out of the penalty box. The Icemen win the draw. Team's at full strength. Shiplow closes, fires, save is made, rebound is loose, and then goes between the legs and covered up by Kaler. He was sitting on the seat of his pants with his legs out front, and he just kind of squeezed the pads and closed them together. That was an excellent power play from Jacksonville, everything but the goal.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they did just about everything they could, setting up some grade A chances. Again, Kaler, the difference maker there, as not only were the Icemen able to generate shots, but I mean they controlled the time of attack there and really was outworking the Fort Wayne penalty kill. And keep in mind, this is the 3rd game in as many days here for Fort Wayne. They did have a game on Wednesday, so we'll see if that plays a role here as as fatigue maybe sets in, having played so many and having to do a little bit of traveling as well, heading down the stretch in this game.
That's an excellent point, Reader. Yeah, it is 3 games in 3 nights for Fort Wayne, just back-to-back for the Icemen. And then if you add into that, Fort Wayne has 2 game misconducts and an injured player.
Yeah, working off the short bench.
They are -2 defensemen and -1 forward and 1 goaltender. Face off in the offensive zone for the Icemen. Komets win it, however. Binkley up the wall at the blue line, off a body and into the bench of Fort Wayne. And they're going to say the face-off will stay in the offensive zone, despite the protest from the Komet head coach, Ben Boudreau. Line change for the Icemen with exactly 8.5 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Jacksonville sends out Wasey Rabbit with Brendan Warren and Alexi Daou. The 2 defenders, Chase Harrison on the left side. He's on the far side against the glass as we look at it. Kyle Shapiro is also there. And what do we have? Alexander Ross going to skate to Jason Christie.
I think the issue here, the Icemen get the last change being the home team, and they sent out a line that they wanted to counter with what Fort Wayne had out there. But after they did so, Fort Wayne sent 3 players out on the ice, and I think that was kind of what the Icemen were lobbying. And Jason Christie, the referee, giving Coach Christie an opportunity to put more guys out there. He's like, I got my guys out there.
Here's Daou for Jacksonville as they win the faceoff. Harrison from the left point, wrister in a screen, goes well wide. Rabbit tripped up, no call there. Fans, of course, protesting that as the Icemen try to keep the puck in the zone, and for the moment they do. On a second attempt, however, Verpass works it free to center ice, and the Komets will track it down, bringing it into their own end to maintain control. Verpass D to D for Doherty. Doherty for Petrozelli, who gets hit from behind by Harrison as the Icemen drill it around the wall all the way to center ice for Daou. Daou, a soft forehand in. He and Rabbit head to the bench for a line change. Brendan Warren stays into forecheck, but Gallipo gets by him immediately and feeds it to the left for Bowdens. Bowdens loses it to Dejan Mingo. Mingo trying to accelerate through a couple of forecheckers. Great work by Mingo to get it to center ice, but a little too far as the Komets will bring it back in on the steal. Shiplow, good body positioning there to work it free. Hedden feeds it to the right wing for Chase Lang. 3-man rush for Jacksonville. Lang softly into the zone. Moving after it along with Binkley. Albert with a centering pass. That is picked off by Gallipo. Gallipo around the wall. Hedden holds it in for Lang. Lang to the blue line. Nice work by Shiplow to hold it in. Hedden for Mingo. Right circle. Slap shot. And he broke his stick on the play. His blade went flying about 20 feet in the air in the process. Loose puck at center ice. Shiplow bumps into Petrozelli and takes possession of the puck. Nice shift by Shiplow as he'll snap it into the left of Kaler. Shiplow now heads to the bench. We're down to 6:44 to go in the 3rd period. 3-3 is your score. The Komets softly move it into the zone. Carlson tries to clear it himself. Couldn't do it. Komets got a piece of it. The Icemen get it back. It is Dauda for Leidsman. Leidsman for McKinnon. A couple of newcomers here for Jacksonville. And a steal from Fort Wayne in their own territory. Verpass ahead as McKinnon puts a nice body check on Verpass. The Icemen with the puck at center ice. Clark kicks it free back into his own end. Kyle Shapiro, right wing. Gains the red line, then gains the blue line, got hit up high, again right in front of Ross. Verpass goes after Shapiro, still no call from Ross. We will play on. Fort Wayne into the zone, Lazarchuk fans on his shot, deflected away by Jacksonville. Mingo, excellent play to knock it out of further harm's way, but it's not cleared yet. Comes to the near side boards, it's McKinnon this time, moving it high into the air, rolling into the Fort Wayne zone. Gallipo gives it up on the steal, a steal by Jacksonville. Rabbit couldn't get it back. Gallipo spins away from him and has possession. 5:32 to go in the third period, still 3-3. Jenks loses it at center ice, gets it back and plays it off the wall. The Icemen clear it ahead. Dejan Mingo will start the rush for Warren. Nice shift by Petrozelli. Harrison will forehand in behind Kaler's net. Kaler leaving the puck for Gallipo as the Icemen get a line change. A lot of play here without a whistle. We've gone several minutes without a whistle. And as I say that, there's your whistle. 5:05 to go. Icing against Fort Wayne. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Jacksonville.
They've amended the penalty minutes here in this game, Arlie. And just, I guess during they were able to catch up on some things, maybe check the sheets. But, 132 penalty minutes combined in this game.
132 now.
Yeah, Emerson Clark with 36 of those. Dalton Thrower 17. That's how. And then,
did Clark get a game misconduct and then another game misconduct?
Oh, wow.
Game misconduct for the major slash and then another game misconduct for abusive officials? Is that how it went? That is how it went.
Yeah, we're getting
that was a late addition.
Yeah, that's why the penalty minute number changed there. And, of course, off-ice officials right
on top of it.
Yep. Getting us that info.
Right on top of it. These off-ice officials. They always are. Best in the business right here in Jacksonville. Back to play. It's the Icemen with the puck. They've got a three-man rush. Possible 3-on-2 if they hustle. They're into the zone. Heading, great seam pass. Lang, centering pass. Save is made by Kaler, and the Komets will clear it away. That was excellent passing from Jacksonville. As Hedden had the opportunity, Jacksonville gets it back at center ice. Lang over the blue line trying to set up McKinnon, but it's knocked free by the Komets. Jacksonville has it back at center. Shapiro, long shot on net, and a save is made by Kaler from about 85 feet. Fort Wayne deep in their own zone, a turnover. Cork with a drive, save is made, rebound is loose, forehand, score! Adam Dowda puts the Icemen on top for the first time tonight. With just 4:07 to go, it's 4-3 Icemen.
Adam Dowd has been getting increased playing time here in recent weeks, and he's had some chances. He's a hard-working kid. May not put up a ton of numbers. He had the goal the other night, but came in there, just crashed the net on the follow-up there, able to pick up the second chance opportunity. The Icemen able to take the lead.
Dowda with the goal, the only assist to Everett Clark. On the rebound, Dowda got just enough to get it through the legs of Kaler. It was a bouncing puck as well. Actually, it didn't go through the legs of Kaler. It actually went off the leg of a Fort Wayne Komet defender and trickled into the net. As we have a stoppage in play, here's Joe Massa with your goal call. Actually, we'll have a quick timeout, but we're going to keep it right here. Adam Dowda, the goal for the Icemen. His second goal in as many nights.
Turn your attention to the video board.
And goal number 9 on the season for Dowda. Clark the only assist. And that all started with a turnover from Fort Wayne. Time of that goal, 15:53, by the way. So just 4:07 to go. .401 to go. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll come right back. It is 4-3, Jacksonville on top for the first time tonight. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, Follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
All right, we are back. 4:01 to go in the contest. Jacksonville, for the first time tonight, has the lead. It's 4-3. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call. We'll actually keep it right here as the Icemen win the faceoff. And they are able to clear it out and drive it off the wall back into the Fort Wayne end. Can the Icemen hold on to this lead now in what would be perhaps the most thrilling victory of the season? Adam Dowda, the go-ahead goal, as Fort Wayne loses the handle at center ice. Mingo collects it, flipping it up the right side for Rabbit. Rabbit deflects into the zone, and the Komets have it there. 3:23 to go in the contest. Gallipo to the left of his netminder. Head manning it for Jenks. Jenks an outlet pass. That's picked off by Jacksonville, but the Komets get it right back. Jenks is over the blue line. Left wing side, Mingo defends. Defends very well, I might add. Forcing Jenks to reverse it to the far side boards, and a huge hit by Shapiro, forcing the puck loose for the Icemen. Chase Lang, 2-on-2, trying to beat Petrozelli wide. Lang, left wing side, and behind the play, we've got matching penalties. Just as the Icemen were moving up the left wing side, matching penalties. And Doherty is actually upset about it for Fort Wayne. I'm upset about it because the Icemen were skating 2-on-2. And I thought that Lang had a step on a forward who was playing defense in Petrozelli. Petrozelli looked like he was struggling, skating backwards. At least at speed he was. So this makes it a little more interesting. Matching minors, and it will be 4-on-4 this time, Reader. A little open ice out there. When you have the lead, I would rather it not be that way, honestly, if it was Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm with you there, because that opens things up a little bit. I think the Icemen 5-on-5 have been just fine in this game. Obviously, 2 of the goals that Fort Wayne has scored has come on the power play. But when you look at the 4-on-4, that opens things up. 5-on-5, the Icemen's been pretty good here tonight. They've only surrendered the 1 goal. And I think here in this third period have really done a lot of good work here. But here we go, a little extra space out there. Icemen just need to be mindful of it here in the situation.
Fort Wayne wins the draw in their own end. 2:50 left in the game. A good portion of that time will be skating 4-on-4, although we will watch for Fort Wayne netminder Cole Kaler leaving for the bench for an extra attacker as the Komets get a shot on net softly, and the save was made by Carlson. He had the paddle of his stick down on the ice and took the low part of the net away to make the stop. So there's about a minute difference from the time that these matching minors end to the time that the third period clock ends. A little too early for Kaler to leave for the bench for now, I think. Well, maybe not. Timeout. Komets with 2:38 to go. They've got an offensive zone draw. Maybe Ben Boudreau feels it's not too early. Well, get him on the bench right now and create what would amount to a 5-on-4 power play.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when your power play is so good. If you treat it as such, you've already scored twice in a 5-on-4 situation. So you could recreate that right now if they elect to do that here. It's a risk, it's a gamble, but you are down here with 2.5 minutes left, and you have that face-off in the offensive zone. If that were to occur, that would be, I guess the advantage for the Icemen would be the fact that well, I guess it wouldn't be a power play. They would have to.
They cannot ice the puck.
They can't ice the puck. It would still be an icing there, but there was an advantage. Just forget what I was going to say there. But I even psyched myself out on the power play scenario, the recreation of it at least.
I think you're just, beaten down a little bit from all the times that the Icemen have been shorthanded tonight.
Oh.
Which is 7, by the way, if you're keeping score at home, and I'm sure you are.
Well, our hypothesis was correct here, Arlie, as Kaler's going to remain on the bench.
Jason Christie now talking to linesman Cole Rui. He doesn't seem too pleased either. He hasn't been pleased all weekend long. So here we go, 2:38 on the clock. Fort Wayne has 5 skaters on the ice with an empty net behind them. Jacksonville has 4 skaters on the ice. Technically it's even strength, so the Icemen cannot ice the puck without a whistle being blown. Komets win the draw. Anxious moments here in Jacksonville. It is Gallipo for Sidlowski. Back for Gallipo, center point. holds the puck and feeds to the left for Bowdens. Gallipo with a one-timer. It is blocked. Clark trying to get to center ice. Can he get there and get the empty netter? Clark, backhander, wide of the net. That would have put it away. Everett Clark could not put it on frame. It was a pretty sharp angle, and he was under duress. The Komets come back and clear it into the zone. Lazarchuk kicks it away for Bowdens. To Gallipo at the left point. Cross ice, it's Sidlowski. 1:56 to go in the game. Gallipo with a one-timer and a score. Fort Wayne with the empty net behind them, and the extra skater has tied things up at 4 with 1:53 to go in the game.
You had a feeling when that missed opportunity happened, and look, it was a strong move by Clark to take it the other way. You just had a feeling when he missed it and rolled that one wide, he was under duress. It wasn't as easy as it looked, but you had a feeling when he missed that chance, something was going to go the other way, and it did on a big one-time rip, and we're tied at 4. And essentially a third power play goal, although it won't be scored as such here. But again, how big was, again, you look at it, 2 guys going off the ice early in this situation. The Icemen were fine, 5-on-5. It becomes 4-on-4. They pulled the goaltender to make it a power play-like situation, and look what happens. It's in the back to net.
We still skate 4-on-4 for 50 more seconds, so plenty of open ice out there for a little while longer. The Komets have the puck deep in their own zone. It is Verpass, leaving it behind the net for Bayless. Warren is into forecheck. Bayless jumps away from him. Albert looks for the steal. With the help of Warren, they knock it free, but the Komets get it right back. Bayless at center ice. Moves it to his forehand. He's all by himself. Loses the handle briefly, but somehow gets it back. He'll skate out to center ice to maintain possession. Each team will get a man back in 20 more seconds. There's 1:13 left in regulation. It's a 4-4 hockey game. We're just over a minute away from a 4th consecutive overtime between these two clubs.
Why not?
Bowdens into the zone for the Komets. Behind the back pass for Petrozelli, knocked free by Jacksonville. Chase Lang shifts away from a man as each team gets 1 man back. We skate 5-on-5 now in the final minute of regulation. Jacksonville tries to move it into the slot, but is knocked away by Fort Wayne. Not cleared yet. It rolls back behind the net of Kaler. The Komets do have possession, however. Pass up the left wing side. Dowda puts the body on a man. Loose in the neutral zone. Lazarchuk has it for the Komets. Tries to step around a man. Moves it behind the net and looks for the wraparound. Could not get the range. Comes free for Jacksonville. 25 seconds to go in the third period. Jacksonville off the wall, back into Fort Wayne territory. Petchenig under duress and a steal from Jacksonville. Dowda with a centering feed. It is deflected up high, and the Komets get it back with 10 seconds to go. One last chance for the Komets. Jenks cannot get the shot away. Harrison knocks it into the corner. Jenks up high, bounces to the blue line. They've got time. Can they get the pass away? Carlson makes a save as time expires, and 4 games between these two clubs now will all be decided in overtime, or perhaps tonight, even later. 4-4 through 3 periods.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's just add to it. It's just been one of those nights, Arlie. It's got a little bit of everything this game. Certainly entertaining. You're getting your money's worth here tonight if you're at the game. And, well, your time well spent if you're tuned into the broadcast here. So we've now hit the 10 o'clock hour here at PM. But, you know, again, I mean, there's just so much to say. There's so many instances in this game and that kind of shifted the momentum one way or another. And who would have thought that as good as the Icemen were in this third period, 5-on-5, the opportunity when it became 4-on-4, 2 guys going to the box would actually benefit Fort Wayne. And hats off to him for making that move. It was a gamble,
sure.
But you're so good on the power play in the 5-on-4 situation. You already scored twice on it. Why not replicate it? And it paid big dividends here for Ben Boudreau's squad as we're tying at 4 and heading to overtime.
So this is overtime number 15 for the Fort Wayne Komets. Somehow, for them, it's their 45th game. 1 out of every 3 has gone to overtime. The Komets are 6-5 in overtime, games that end specifically in overtime. Jacksonville 1-5, but the 1 win against the Komets, it was their first win of the season all the way back in October.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's a 3-on-3 here. And the Icemen, you know, when you look at their team and you look at Fort Wayne's team, I mean, they're a team that can roll 2 or 3 lines. Obviously, everyone's lines are a little jilted here today. But, I think if you're Jacksonville, you got to score early here in the overtime. The longer this lingers, the more this will benefit Fort Wayne, just because they have a little bit more offensive punch in these 3-on-3 wide open situations.
The Komets do win the faceoff at center ice. Overtime now underway. Komets into the offensive zone with Petrozelli. Cuts into the slot. Save is made. Rebound and another save. And it comes free to Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. 3-on-2 with a man caught deep for the Komets. Chase Lang over the blue line. They're onside. To the right. Slap shot. Score! Overtime game winner, Mike Hedden. And Jacksonville with the victory tonight. 5-4 in overtime. You were right, Reader. Finish it early, get the job done. It took 27 seconds, and Mike Hedden makes no mistake on the one-timer, and the Icemen win it in overtime.
Blew it right by Kaler. He had 2 assists in the game, and then comes back with the game winner on a one-time laser that ripped into the net, and Jacksonville gets the win here in this emotional ride here today in front of his fans tonight. Wow, what a game, and what a happy celebration for the Icemen down on the ice. So much emotion in this game, and boy, oh boy, this was quite a battle. And all 4 games here in the regular season decided overtime. And I'm all for Fort Wayne and the Icemen playing 4 or 5 games this season despite being in separate conferences. They salute their fans. A crowd here tonight came out to support this club. Crowd of 6,436, the announced attendance. Well, they're making the announcement right now. Chase Lang picking up an assist there. And again, that was on the 3-on-2 rush. Lang setting that one up from the slot. Send it over to the circle, and Mike Hedden, the veteran, who set up 2 nice goals earlier today with 2 assists, gets the game winner right now. And they'll be doing the 3 stars here momentarily, as they try to track the guys down here at the moment. But a 5-4 victory here for Jacksonville. And just a wild, wild game here. That featured 136 penalty minutes combined between the 2 teams. Well, they're going to announce the 3 stars. Let's send it down to Joe Massa on the PA to get the announcement.
Goaltender number 35, Adam Carlson.
Adam Carlson, he is fired up coming out of there. Added the he did allow 4 goals, but he made 36 saves, and when the Icemen were outshot 21-2, came back with the big stops to keep it close.
Goal and 2 assists. Number 8, Mike Hedden.
3-point night for Mike Hedden, had the game winner, a goal and 2 assists here tonight. And of course, the game winner in overtime. Gets a high five from Arlie down there.
And your number 1 star of tonight's game with a pair of goals, number 16, John Albert.
Johnny Albert, your number 1 star here tonight. The 2 goals scored in this game. He played a fantastic hockey game, and then he goes and tackles Fang, the mascot, down on the ice. And everyone's having a good time. Let's sit it down to Arlie, but John Albert.
One of the craziest games we've seen here in the 3 years that this Icemen franchise has been here. What does it say about this club to be able to regroup and kind of galvanize themselves and stay in a game like this when so many things seem to be going against you?
Yeah, we stepped up in every aspect of the game tonight. I think it was fun for the fans, a lot of fights. Good energy out there, and you got to be proud of ourselves. Keep on moving forward and go from there.
And going into overtime, I think you really kind of took the momentum away in that 3rd period. And then overtime, I mean, to bring a house down like that, it's got to be something that really can kind of energize this group. Maybe, kind of catapult them into better things in the second half of the season.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We stepped up when we needed to tonight, and there's a turning point every season, and hopefully this is ours.
We certainly hope so. Well done, John. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's your number 1 star, John Albert, as the Icemen win in overtime.
There you have it. That was Arlie with John Albert. Again, 2 goals tonight for John Albert, an excellent hockey game. Obviously, you could argue that Mike Hedden could have been up there with the number 1 star with 3 points tonight. The way these stars get submitted, hey, they get submitted really late. It was kind of whoever got the game winner was going to get that number 2 star. And I'm so glad to see that Mike Hedden's going to get recognized. Just a phenomenal game for him. And what can you say about the game tonight? Phenomenal game in general, as both teams ended up coming up on top. With points here tonight, all 4 games have been decided here in overtime between these 2 clubs. It's been simply incredible, and it has been a lot of fun to bring you here tonight as we kind of look at how we got to this game and kind of summarize the game. Arlie and I talked about it in the outset of the broadcast as the 2 teams had some bad blood, obviously following the big hits in overtime, 1 on each side, most notably the hit on Brady Shaw last night. Kind of started things going, and boy, oh boy, they had the meeting there in the pregame as both teams kind of came together as they came together with the nice little trash talk there. You kind of had the sense that there was going to be some dramatics in this game, and it didn't take long for it to happen as the Icemen able to come away with the winner tonight. But let's talk about how we got to it. Fort Wayne getting on the board first on a tally by Sean Sidlowski, his 10th of the year. They're one of their top guys. Gets them on the board early in his hockey game. Icemen kind of came out flat, and they were outshot in that first period, 21-3. But then Emerson Clark, the captain, I think just trying to get a spark, gets into a fight with Stewart of Fort Wayne, kind of got things going. 2 seconds later, you had 3 separate altercations, almost what you could consider a line brawl. Really set the tone there. Penalty minutes and game misconducts, fighting majors galore. People look at the box score tonight, they're going to be like, wow, wish I could have been part of that. Icemen did tie the game up on a John Albert goal, his 3rd of the year at 9:42. It was a 1-1 game there at that point. And then Rimshaw, a solid game here for Fort Wayne tonight, scoring at 11.